the place of.
Sorry, that's
Okay, other people own their base, but they own like cook rice and make wache.
That Pan-Africanism.
Wait. Wait. A section of the airport that the Ghana army uses and the American army uses. Is that American base? No, it's not. It's somewhere that they can lease for training exercises. No.
That's just my favorite. It's okay. Like and everything. I love to listen. You get what? He said another. He said tribe. We all thought so. It wasn't even a tribe. We voted for. You know what subsidy that guy is doing? Right. That is going because oil countries so they don't want to subsidize the buy it at the wrong price and everything. So we thought, okay, maybe some we voted for that policy. So it's not always about trade.
My guy, you didn't need to meet. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm saying to you, they reduce some subsidies and they put subsidies out forever. You need your own refinery. You're paying over the prices to all the shit back into your country. Wait. Go back. Before we go back. Let me go back to your original. Wait. It was also a raccoon like Tinubu that signed that agreement with the US government so they could use the Ghana airport as a staging post for them to come and use that for their training. Use his name?
What are you saying?
No, my problem is how the guy doesn't want to call it a base.
Wait.
You notice what he's doing.
He does not even have a diplomatic.
Yes, we call it a post. Now he's on a training ground.
Can you show me a picture of the base? Can you show me the entrance? Can you show me the entrance of the base? I'm asking a question. Can you show me the entrance of the base? Can you show me a picture? Show me the picture that says the US. Show me a picture that says the US base. Because you can't do it. I don't know what this guy's talking. This is talking. Give me a picture of the entrance of the base. Show me where it says this is a US base. Bruh, come on, stop screaming.
Hold on. This is an American base.
For the purpose of Nigeria.
Country, they tell me
yes, American base. As they put the big signboard. You rest.
Why did they put Greek on? Why did they want to say Ghana? Is there something special you guys have?
Listen, if you understand
this guy is so funny. I like how he's trying to make Ghana look like this very nice country. While we were very stupid. Tell us about your post. Tell us about your American post.
Tinubu signed that. Worried about that.
Wait. You were living in Ghana. So you know how nice Ghana was. So don't try and sit there, Master Chef, and act like Ghana's not a nice place. Because Ghana is functioning best in West Africa. Don't even try it. No, my mic is good. You see, my mic is good because I spend money on it. You understand? It's not screaming, my guy. Everybody knows big juice on this app. Understand? No, my app. Like I said, you're screaming with your loud voice.
No, but you are.
No. I'm not screaming.
No.
I'm not screaming.
See, my own mic is good.
No, my mic is good.
No, this is not a mic, right? Because we could actually hear your throat sound. Like we could actually hear that. That's not a good mic. My mic is also good, but just allow him. We have time. It's Sunday. We have time. Yes, I was supposed. Yeah, I was even supposed to end the space by 9. But because of you guys, we'll go on till everyone is tired. We have time. Just allow him speak, please. I did. Sorry about that.
I didn't even finish my submission. I didn't even finish my submission, and you're doing muting the place. Let me finish the submission.
Okay, please. Okay, sorry.
And let me just say, if you know about Bang & Olufsen, you know Bang & Olufsen. Okay, you just go. So if you know about Ghana's constitution, it doesn't allow for no military base on Ghana's territory. That's why. You don't for yourself. Kwame Nkrumah made sure that it's possible. You stay non-aligned. You understand? Your Nigerian politicians after your first Pan-African leader, your first president, not your other ones after, not the military guys. They sign whatever they sign with America and the Royal Dutch Shell and all the other. So like I said, common African needs to gain a political understanding and know what they're voting for. Stop accepting 5,000 naira and T-shirts and a bag of rice and cooking oil for your vote for what they will deliver for you. That's what I will say. That's what I will say. That's what I will say. That's what I would say. The literacy rate doesn't reflect it, my guy. It's just what I'm saying. You have to increase the literacy rate of the population, the masses. That's how you get better. You talk about the West. You talk about the UK. You talk about America having better systems because the populations are educated.
Gala is enough. You don't go ahead and watch this.
Nah, you don't need bag of noise. You got Sunday. I must use. It's just a London accent. It's just a London accent. If you've traveled well, you know it's a London accent. It's a London accent. You know that. The Nigerian cousin has the same accent. I don't know. I'm just saying. No, I won't go back to no idiot. I talk about people. I wish I was born on the continent. I wish I was born on the continent. I wish I was born on the continent.
Hold on, let him engage you. Why do you please engage him, please?
I'm answering this question before you finish. I'm answering this question. I wish I was born in Africa. He wants me to continue on. What about he want? I wish I was born there. Then I could be crying like you guys. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to be outside the circle. I could be inside the circle crying. You know what I'm saying?
It's not late. You can come back to Africa.
Yeah, I am coming back. I am coming back with my resources and my skills to deliver for my people. You understand? I'm coming back. I'm coming back. Yeah, I'm coming back. I'm coming back. My house is big. The house is there. Land is there. I got plenty. I'm set. I'm good.
Yeah. I just want to know the reason
you see? Now is we should rest.
Wait, now let me ask you a question now.
Go on.
I want to know the reason why Mahama accepted those deportees. After all African countries rejected them, but it was the only one that accepted it. So I'm wondering what's the rationale behind it. That's what I was
well, from the foreign minister's explanation.
Wait, let's a follow-up question. Is it that he bends to what the US says, like he's an American puppet? Since you say it's not an American puppet, but he was the only one of the few presidents in Africa that accepted deportees back, and instantly Ghana got 3 months. On 3 months, they stayed 6 months visa. He did all this because of visa.
They've taken him
So to answer your question is that from the foreign minister's explanation, he said he done it in the line of Pan-Africanism because they will be sent anywhere. They could have been sent anywhere. That's what he said. He stated. You could go look at his statements. And then the second one, he's not a puppet. It's called savvy politics. You need what you want. Non-aligned, you have to be savvy.
So you play with
so one person. Wait, hold on. Let me give you my answer. When Nkrumah went to build our hydro dam, he took money from America and he took money from Russia. That's savvy. That is savvy politics. We practice savvy politics in Ghana. Savvy. You know what I'm saying? Savvy politics. You know, you just get what you need from the person. You don't say to the person, I'm gonna lay.
I don't blame you. Now we blame. If not be say we get that Kolo as president, and now I have to start defending him.
Like this.
I'm telling you, I have to start defending Tinubu because I'm telling you.
You have to start Pan-African against like me. You guys gonna be on your A game. On the A game when the Pan.
Mute them. We come here, your own people when they are goofing, is savvy politics. It's not a base, it's a post. It's not a training. This you will give it fancy name, now launch pad, or you will come and be shitting on Nigerians with your coconut head. Guys, let me read this thing from a Ghana, modern day Ghana. This was 1st January 2025, a year ago. And the heading of this newspaper is "Time for the USA to close its military base in Ghana, a call for sovereignty and accountability." The presence of a United States military base in Ghana has been a contentious issue since its inception. As the incoming Mahama administration prepares to take office, it is crucial to reevaluate the agreement and consider its implications for Ghana's sovereignty and security. So the history of this United States base in Ghana was ratified by the Ghana Parliament on March 28, 2018, and it was signed in 2018 May. The agreement allowed the United States to establish a military presence in Ghana under the guise of the West Africa Logistic Network at Kotoka International Airport. Despite assurances from the President Nana Akufo-Addo that Ghana has not offered a military base to the USA, the agreement effectively granted the US military significant privileges and access to Ghana. And the usage condition is 1, unimpeded access, exemption from inspection. So the US military can bring in anything to Ghana and they are exempt from inspection from any Ghana authority. Privilege beyond diplomatic norm, operational activities. These are what a president in a sovereign, so-called sovereign country signed. And Big GT is coming here to give us blah, 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 blah. I don't blame you. That's Tinubu I blame.
I hope you are taking note of that. We like your input on this subject
people
matter.
They listen well. People here are educated, they follow news, they listen. So you were just doing blah blah British accent in India. Just they look you say this UK branch of Pan-Africanism.
And he's coming here to tell us
American Pan-Africanism. Those ones they sabi, but you can come and bend here.
And he's coming here to insult Nigerians taking rice and oil. Meanwhile, Ghanaians who are also taking rice and oil to vote. Their last election, I will pull up clips and I will put up here. They also vote along tribal lines, oh. They also do the same exact thing.
They give them stick
I'm telling you. And you're here telling, I don't blame you. The thing is, we like to loud our issues. Now make you go come here with UK and they bobo your coconut head. Nobody else way they bobo. But yes, we are here for you. Guys, thank God you said I lived in Ghana. At least I've stayed I was in the system. Me teach you, Papa. So I go tell you, me I know now. So there's no level we want to take it to that we cannot take it to.
I think we would like to see. I think Shah want to engage Big GT.
Exactly. Let the two Pan-African.
Yeah, exactly. So I think Shah just heard what we read. So I think.
But hold on, no, Ayo, is that not the worst that a president signed that another country you can come into our country with any logistics? We will not check. We will not check. Like, is that not crazy?
You know that the attack that they did.
Bro,
the attack that America
very
did
dull, but he didn't do such a shit.
The attack that they did in Sokoto, it was from Ghana that those guys left from now. Like the surveillance that they are doing and all those kind of things.
It be like the crazy routes where Buhari want make me sign before. But go ahead,
The only problem is that our own Buhari that time na cow.
Our guy don't die, but he did not sign such a deal because Ayo, do you know what it means? Like, so that means US can even bring in a nuclear weapon to nuke your people, and you people have no access to those logistics because your president. Like, are you people and Big GTs here? Let's go. You know,
Tinubu sign am. No be Ghana na Tinubu. Check and where. Now Tinubu sign now.
Yeah, not Tinubu sign now.
Which guy
Tinubu sign now.
You know the Anita, I beg 1 minute. You know the funny thing about this whole thing.
Let me put some clarity on it.
Hold on.
Just talking because
you know the funny thing about this whole thing, I say. They fit bring in
Chef,
biological
let's
weapons.
pack the wig, yeah? When you got a minute, let's pack the wig. When you got a minute, pack that wig, scratch the pro rolls underneath. It might be a little bit itchy. I might have a coconut head, but I don't wear.
I think you
guys, see, I can take a picture of my hair. I don't wear no shitty wig. I'm all natural. Okay. I like my afro, my hair.
Yeah, a real Pan-Africanist baby.
Yes, and you're trying to. You see one thing about Pan-Africa. They like to say, "Oh, African women," but you want to abuse me because I'm trying to put a mirror in your face, or you want to be. Oh, no, you can't do that to me. You can't do that to me. See, my brothers are here. They will stand up for me. But you, the so-called Pan-Africanist, you want to throw an African woman under the bus, and I'm sure you're even married to a white woman with biracial kids. That's why you make that fucking comment. But then again, I will not leave you. I will keep you here.
I think we will have to even test, how far he has gone into this thing. Maybe now.
If you check now, white woman when Mario Bruni, when this guy married, he didn't marry his Ghana sister.
I don't know. That's why we need Mesha check out. Olorogo, Mesha check Big GT for this matter. We will know whether they're about way.
Listen, you think you're gonna insult man? If a woman can get insult freely without being insulted, you need to go chop water, my dear. And I don't have no white woman, I have a black woman. Do you understand? She's from Grenada. So please keep quiet.
Please, can you engage?
Keep your mouth quiet. You understand? Not everybody.
See now, I can tell you when to keep quiet and you keep quiet. You see, I have the power over you.
You have so true. After this,
you have the mute button. You have the mute button. You don't have no power.
I've muted you now. That's power.
You
see, power is power.
You have a headache. The way you are shouting, I'm scared for you.
Big GT, you're not addressing the issues. You are trying to fight a woman. Oh my God.
Stop shouting like that. God. Drink water.
Please address the issues. Shah is also here to ask you a few questions. He wants to debate you on certain issues. Please,
I don't know why all these UK boys are very aggressive. You don't see American boys.
They are so aggressive and they have no respect for black women.
Very easy going.
I say UK guys have no respect for black women. That's their thing. That's that thing.
Why is this so? Like, why?
I don't
know. Let me tell you why.
Are they bored or something? I don't know.
Master Chief, I will tell you why. You see men in the UK, those black men, women have oppressed them. The Queen was in power for years and years, so they've been under women. That's why when you see men in the UK, they feel oppressed. They feel they need to shout. They need to. He's an oppressed man. Please pity him. We know his pain.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Is it just oppression?
Yeah, Mama Africa.
Are they lonely or something? I don't know.
Mama Africa, come on to me. Oh, heavy and laden. I will give you rest on my breast. So don't worry, okay? You can. But yeah, Sha, you have the mic.
Sha, have the mic. Yeah,
I beg, outside of that UK accent, to think go Sha. Let Sha just speak. I beg, we're tired. Sha, please speak. It's okay. Thank you.
Sha must have went to sleep.
No, I think it's here. I think it's a double mute.
Yeah, it's a double mute. So me and GT agree on the point about Pan-Africanism working together. Now, I don't agree on the policy part because I believe, like I think Master Chef said, that you guys do follow policy to some degree. You follow the policy, and they just don't deliver what they say they were going to do, and that's just because they're not serious. The leaders that you guys put in power, that you vote for, we believe partially get propped up, and there's interference with the opposition. They fund the opposition, or they interfere in elections, like with the case with INEC and the whole problems with this thing not leading, the votes not coming up. That's outside forces. In fact, there's a company called Cambridge Analytica that does this. They specialize in fucking with elections. They did that in the United States. All the way, I think the company's in the UK. So they got companies that do nothing but that. So, yeah, I mean, we don't agree on everything, but the basic is that we want to see Africa win. We want us to come up.
The article Master Chief read, on the document that has been signed by Ghana and the presence of. I think you need to speak on those issues. The United States.
You want to see this go post? No, you speak on
exactly. Yeah, I think that's what.
Jeffrey. No, I was expecting that when the lady read the whole part of the article, it was self-explanatory, right? That it is something that is contentious. Basically, what it means is that the whole country.
We don't care if it's contentious. Has it been passed?
Listen to me. Let me finish my point. All right. Listen, it's better
Our
you get
president is
information
contentious right now. People are contesting the president. They are contesting about the president. But it's president.
Pipe down a little bit. Listen to me. All right. The proposal was made under the erstwhile administration of President Mills. May so rest in peace. He rejected it. All right. That no, Ghana is not going to be that place for you to do this. So it didn't come back till we had the counterfeit Tinubu, Nana Akufo-Addo. All right. When he came to power, he's a Western puppet. The whole political party. That's what they've been doing. All right. So.
No. I will not let you use my president as a yardstick for failure.
Call out your own failure.
Call out your failure. Call his name. No, because see now, we see that nonsense what they do. Are they here for now? I go defend Tinubu. No, if you want to call out Tinubu, call him out, but don't use Tinubu as a cover-up for your own failure, please. Please, Nigeria is a sovereign country. Respect our president. Thank you.
Okay, all right. I'll take that back. Right. So when this when the new
Master Chief, I don't record this place, so you didn't defend Tinubu.
No, but today I go defend my president though, because I'm seeing what these guys are doing. No.
No, you see, I'm a Pan-Africanist, okay, so you can understand where I'm coming from. Now, when the NPP took over under Nana Akufo-Addo, that party has a
explanation. Explain evidence.
Listen, you need information. It's important you get information, right?
We already have the information.
I doesn't like contents. He doesn't like contents.
If you do
let him make a submission,
unless you want to troll, right? That party has, a tendency and conspiring with, the imperialists, right? And it's the same thing. Even when Ghana was going for independence, they kicked against it. That political party kicked against it. They always were comfortable sitting down with a queen and drinking tea. All right. When they came to power, they sort of listen. They
giving us excuses.
But his dad was part. But his dad was part of the big six, though. But his dad was part of the big six.
No, he wasn't. His uncle. He wasn't big five.
Are you trying to tell me
six?
Nana Akufo-Addo's dad is not part of the big?
No, that's his uncle. That's his uncle.
No.
But that is his dad, though.
His uncle, not his dad.
No, listen.
His uncle. Apaya, correct the history, man. Correct the history. His uncle.
Is it not Apia?
It's his uncle. It was his uncle.
Is it not Apia?
All right. And now, Master, we can even go into the Big Sis issue. All right. The Big Sis issue was coined from by a journalist in UK. All right. After the what do you call it?
Demonstration. White bear. Come on, white bear. Can you stop, white bear? White bear.
Let me fast forward this. Right.
White people triggered, man. White people triggered.
All right. Now, under President Mahama, right, he's a Pan-Africanist. We're talking about a leader that when Israel deported and maltreated some of Ghanaians, he deported some Israel back to the state as a pound for pound. Right? He said, "I'm not going to sit here for you to disrespect my."
Hey guys, like I said, I stayed in Ghana for my formative years.
Why did they accept the
hold on, no, why bear though? I had my education in Ghana. You will not come here and revise history in my very before. Nana Akufo-Addo's dad was part of the fucking Big Six. His dad. You go to Ghana, whenever you see those statues, his dad is one of them. You can't come and tell me his uncle, his fucking dad. Like, are you people trying to gaslight me?
You want to gaslight you?
That's the way in Papa. Even then, when he was running for that election, I was there. He came to my church. I saw this guy. People were saying, "Oh, his dad had this thing. That's why." So the plans he's going to execute it. People now gaslighting me for. I can't be as if they crazy.
Charlie, Ibi say Big GT never go Ghana.
He never go Ghana because he said Big Five. And they say Big Six. He said Big Five.
Big GT
never go Ghana for 5 years.
You don't know what they talk about. You just hear they run out rough. It's Big Six. It's not even Big Five. His dad is part of it. Edward. Is this what they call the Mandela syndrome or something? Because it's not looking like I did not.
But what I don't understand, and this is the second part I would have wanted us to clarify, because I don't know. Saying that what's his name? The new Mahama and all that is not is a Pan-Africanist. I don't know. I find that very.
It's a niggerish behavior.
I just googled it. It said his dad and his uncle were part of the big.
Yeah, because. Sorry,
his uncle was not his dad.
His
was
uncle
his
and
dad.
his dad were part of the Big Six. I just googled it.
No, I don't care for his uncle. I care for his dad. His popsy fought for Ghana's independence. You guys will, no matter how you feel about him, no matter how you feel about him as a president, you will not come here and revise his history. Hold on, Apia. I want to put this in perspective. No matter how you guys feel about him, you would not come here and revise history, because I was listening to what you people were saying. That's why I'm like, no, his dad fought for Ghana's independence. Don't say that. His dad was part of the Big Six that fought for Ghana's independence. Please, people of God, you don't believe me, you can Google it. I was in Ghana. I saw these things. I saw his statues everywhere. I saw how people praise this man. Most of you never even go Ghana before. What is all this that? Joe.
That's why his dad ran to
I can't
UK
believe
with
this
Coco.
level of gaslighting. I can't believe it.
Now, give me 2 minutes and let me clarify something. Akufo-Addo's family never fought for independence.
Bro, his dad did. His father did. His father did. His father did.
Can I finish? Right? Listen. The Universal Gold Coast Convention. Can you let me talk for a second?
All right, sorry. I just had to Google it, and this is from Google before these guys will run me mad now. Edward Akufo-Addo, JSC, was a Ghanaian politician and lawyer. He was a member of the Big Six, leaders of the United Gold Coast Convention, and one of the founding fathers of Ghana, who engaged in the fight for Ghana's independence. He became the Chief Justice and later ceremonial president of the Republic of Ghana. He died in 17th July 1979 at the age of 73 in Accra, Ghana, and his children, Nana Akufo-Addo. So what the heck are you people talking about again? How does someone fight again?
What kind of nonsense is that? What kind of nonsense is that?
We're part of the Big Six. I googled it too.
What kind of nonsense is that? CCP came to power. You're saying someone's dad was president. What kind of nonsense is this? You guys don't even know the gold country. What are you talking about? You don't even know what you're talking about, man.
Charlie, let me respond to this. Please,
Charlie, why are you people misinforming?
No, just let me respond to this. Listen. All right, listen.
Are you sure these guys are Ghanaians? These guys are not Ghanaians. These guys are not Ghanaians.
White bear.
Apia. Okay, let's hear from Apia.
No, listen. Now, let me clarify this thing, all right? There are two sides of the story. One is what you read, which is inaccurate. And I know you're logical when I'm done with my submission. Now, UGCC, that was from United Gold Coast Convention, primarily aim was for the independence of Ghana. In 1947, when they realized that it was getting too complicated, they invited Kwame Nkrumah to come and serve as the Secretary General for UGCC. When Kwame Nkrumah came in, he realized that these guys were not for that purpose. They were there for their selfish interests. They were using the people in the name of we're going to get you independence. However, they travel to UK now and then, sit with the Queen, make money, make merry, come back.
Yeah, pull up that source. Pull up that source.
Right? So what Kwame Nkrumah did was that Kwame Nkrumah broke away from the UGCC because UGCC was shambolic, and then formed the convention to became first prime minister, okay, and then went ahead and won the election. Kwame Nkrumah gave us independence, not UGCC. Second of all, let me put this on record. Now, after the Second World War, all right.
Here is your document. I can't believe you.
Hold on. Listen to me.
Go Google it. Go Google it.
I'm not Googling it. Listen to me. Show me your source. There's a reason why. There's a reason why I said it. I know you're logical and you can understand what I'm talking about.
I'm not logical. I want to read the documents. I don't want to read for you.
Master Chief, I believe that Apia and Big GT are Black Americans. They are not.
They should bring their documents. Instead of telling us that we got them out.
They are Black Americans. They are recruits from Shah. Shah recruited them and taught them.
Even Shah self don't tire for them.
He taught them Pan-Africanism. now they don't know how to act. They want to move from this American base that is in Ghana. How can you have an American base in your country and you're telling me about Pan-Africanism? I thought Pan-Africanism is us coming together and running away from our colonizers. All of a sudden, you gave your colonizers a open ground base. They can bring anything inside the country. I give up. You guys are not serious. You guys are baby.
A logistic hub.
Okay, sorry, someone made a comment. Ugo, I want to ask you a question. If his dad didn't really fight for independence, as per what I read from Google, right? So how come the Ghanaian public, they pay him that much reference? Because there are statues built for him. I know there's one at 37. I've seen a couple of statues built for that man, and I've heard first-hand information. Okay, I'm not getting my sources from whatever. I have documents to prove that I lived in Ghana from certain state to certain state. I'm not one of those people that say, oh, information. No, I lived it, I saw it, I experienced it, I heard from the locals. So please, if he wasn't part of the people that fought for the democracy, why are you people spending money building statues to reference that man? Okay, where is the disconnect? That is the question. Because those things, they are not cheap. So why are people building it? And this was not built when his son became president. This was built because when, what's that his name? The guy that died, I was there. So please, people riddle me this, please, as an ignorant Nigerian. Thank you.
Who built the statue? Tell us who built.
Okay. Well, I think that I've made a couple of key points that it was supposed to.
We want to see your source. We don't want to see your key points. We want to see your source. Put it on the
Jumbotron. Listen. I'll make 3 key points here. Kwame Nkrumah was invited in 1947 to join the UGCC. That is 1.1 for the fight for independence. Listen. Listen. Listen to me, all right? These are.
Don't you have a reference point? Give us the reference point now.
Master Google. Google everything.
I got you. I have an interest. I got you. I don't know.
Listen to me. Master did a fantastic job by Googling it and making her point. All right. I want you to refute every point that I made.
Your source, I put in the comment section. We'll read it.
It's in the comment section. It's in the comment section. I posted it in the comment section for you.
Someone that is so bad.
Go read the source. Go read the source.
This video source. Which source is it?
Go and see the source. UGCC never gave no independence.
Hold on, no. UGCC.
Are they American?
My problem.
Are they American assets?
Jeffy, hold on, no. I will keep on pushing this my point because since they want to make this man look bad, how come all you people's currency, his face is on you people's currency? All the CD, he's among the big C's, very prominently placed. Make una the rest of these people's Pan-Africanism, because your people have accepted it. You will not come here on space to try and gaslight people. We know what we know. Then again, why did you people sign that contract with America? That is where the topic is. We don't even want to hear about UGCC.
We want to get to the root of
that.
When did they put his face on there? When did they put his face on there? When did they put his face on the money? When did they put his face on the money? We will find it all out. We'll give you the answers. Answer the question. When did they put their face on the money? When did they put their face on the money? I just want to know. Let's just have a civilized conversation. Why are you guys so triggered? Let the Ghanaians answer.
Directly with the US government.
Don't think I want my own. But I get where they are coming from. Whitebeard and I think Dekule and all that, because you can't just be making assertions without providing proof. I think if someone is trying to counter, and also reading articles to kind of buttress the point, I think we should also get some certain level of material, to kind of buttress your own points as well. Yes,
I can tell you for a fact that Shah is very disappointed in Ghanaian. He didn't know that there was a base in Ghana. He didn't know that thing hit him.
He told him it was a launch pad. It was a launch pad.
He didn't know. He just found us like, oh shit. So I've been fucking with your niggas and you got base.
And that's why I wanted Shah's input earlier. I don't know if Shah would have something to say about that. But
but let Apia finish his submission. Apia, please. We are Banku. We are Banku. Turn us like Banku this morning. We.
No, like Fufu more like it. You know what I'm saying? No, don't even tell you like Banku. Pound you like Fufu.
I am asking for proof. Why are you asking me for
Be quiet right there. Let me finish right there.
Wait, what assertion did I make on this case?
The Edward guy, the father of did he fight for independence? That's the key word you should put in Google.
My question is based.
Can I make my submission though?
Make we forget people who don't die. Make we talk about the in thing. Why do you people have a United States base in your country?
Let me proceed. Let me proceed. There's a reason why Ghana have Founders Day. Kwame Nkrumah is the founder of Ghana. All right. It is not big sis as founders. We only have one founder. All right. You can Google it, whatever you want. I'm not here to whatever, that's about it. If they were all part of it, it would have been, founders. The political party that wanted
Let's go to the base. Let's go to the US base. Forget.
Okay. Now with the US, listen. Now with the US base, right? Listen, with the let me proceed with the US base. They came multiple times and we shut them down. That it's not going to happen on the soil of Ghana. However, when Akufo-Addo came in, he granted them that option to come in and set up whatever that there is. That is the reason why the moment that we had a Pan-African leader coming in, i.e., what do you call it, President Mahama, that conversation started. Now that we have a Pan-African leader in, are we still going to have this thing here, or are we going to kick them out? All right. And President Mahama has reiterated his position that Ghana will remain a sovereign state, and anything that will undermine our sovereignty is not going to be tolerated. I know that discussion is ongoing to move it out of Ghana, in the sense that, guess what, though? The argument is, should the United States get into a beef with any nation, Ghana will be a target point, and we're not ready for that point. So Mahama has made it a point that, look, let's look at the agreement, review it, and how quickly we can send them back to where they belong. And that's about it. Now, with the issue of Ghana receiving Africans, look, Ghana is the leader in Pan-Africanism. Ghana, when we gained independence, we gave other nations money and helped them gain their independence. That is who we are. It's in our blood. All right, check out Liberia when the war.
I will even agree.
Ghana, listen, let me finish.
I will even agree. Ethiopia that was never colonized.
Listen.
No, let's. This is New Africa. Let him finish.
Liberia was never colonized. Now, Liberia was never colonized. So how did Ghana go to Liberia? That's the question.
You guys are talking.
Let's just allow guys. Let's allow.
The life of space, the life of anyhow.
I'm learning something right now.
For the US, they sent their slaves there. There was never Liberia was never colonized.
Listen. Let me proceed. Right?
Yeah, go ahead.
When the Civil War broke out.
Oh, which country? Wait, tell me the countries that Ghana sent money to. You must name the countries that Ghana sent money to. I want to know.
Let my guy talk now. Let my guy.
No, if you name the countries, why don't you just give us information? Tell us the countries that Ghana sent money to.
Why? I'm not arguing based on emotion.
No, you have to tell us. You can't give us any information.
So pipe down. Let me get down there. Listen to me. Let me finish.
Ghana sent money to.
Listen, let me proceed with my argument. All right. Now, in the early 90s, when Civil War broke in Liberia, right, that became so deadly between Charles Taylor and Doe. Ghana opened.
Yeah, when the ECOMOG is Nigeria, when the
ECOMOG. Yes. Ghana said, you know what, we'll take all of them as much as you can bring them. Ghana gave them a whole town to build themselves and keep them there.
The same in Nigeria. We did that too in Nigeria. We have refugees in Nigeria. Same thing.
All right. Like, listen, right. Ghana help other nations gain independence. In that spirit, the formation of OAU, Organization of African Union today.
You don't know, say Nigeria help Liberia too as well. We even help South Africa, sir.
As in, in our very before, other Africans are rewriting our history, pouring us speech. I don't blame you people. Hey, this is not vest me.
Ghana, we are your big brothers. You don't need to lie to us. You don't need to. All these things you are saying, we have done it all. We just have an incompetent leader right now, back to back, from Buhari to Tinubu. That is why you people will come and be space. On a normal day, you'll be our side chick. And they tell you, you're our side chick. Ghana is just a side chick. You're one of our wives. We get Cameroon, we get Benin, we get Niger, we get Ivory Coast. All of them are the side chicks.
Even their God, Kwame Nkrumah, was it not Nigeria that helped him out?
Thank you. I know
history very well. Like, I know history something is wrong with you guys.
But that base thing where they try to escape from, if Mahama is a full from day one, you will have said, America, you know the way Traore did his own, pack your load and leave. But no, you see these people, they want to deceive us. They want to be enjoying American wealth alone, American connection, only them, quietly. They're not telling us to be doing Pan-Africanist. Go
They're going to say, now let not put the signed document. They're not come and talk to the
we want a base. We want a base in Nigeria. We said we want a base. We want one. You can't be the only one. They gave visa ban. All of us, they join us with Niger. We don't even know. Now only Ghana, they don't give visa ban. People
they're not quick now. I make ask them. Now concentration camp, they want to keep all those people because they say in Africa, they don't know where they come from. What does God? You know, and all that. So I don't know what negotiations you guys went into, but you guys went into negotiation. I know you guys are going to receive people, and I think there's some other thing. I think the US is also going to be giving funds and all that for that. You know, so you guys
will receive some Venezuelans and some El Salvador.
Exactly, not just Africans. Yes, I think that's where it is. I don't know what Ghana. Maybe Ghana would be mixed. We have Ghana Black Star Latino.
Let me tell you,
in the next couple of years,
propaganda that you people should push as Pan-Africanism. You say they want to taint the African blood. Because now Venezuelans will be knocking your girls, you'll be burning mixed children, you will not be full Ghanaians again. This is the time for Pan-Africanists to rise up. How will you be accepting criminals from Venezuela?
But they don't really need America to do that. Majority, I'm sure there's a census. Over 20% of Ghanaians are mixed race. Just go to Cape Coast. All of them, they have some white blood in them. Even Accra right now, like having mixed race babies is like a symbol of some sort of, I've arrived. So they don't need America to do that. People come and be running mouth for Nigeria because they keep quiet for now. On a mind go deal. It goes
let me just say this on the record. Let's on the record. Nobody does more for America than Ghanaians.
Why do you disagree, Apia?
The American president Ghanaians. That guy, they twerk for America. The Ghanaian president, he twerk for America. Even if they release that he collect all their prisoners.
White bread is triggered. Why is white bread so triggered? Why is white bread so triggered? This guy just triggered on the way to church in the car. Triggered.
No one has countered it with anything. All right, then.
Why the good my guy?
Now, in conclusion,
the point is that you have a base. What they're saying is that they're trying to find there's a base. You don't let me count what.
Read the documents. Go read the documents.
Nigeria, we don't even have a base. Nigeria. We don't even have a base.
Why don't you make a full submission, White Bear?
You have a base. See, we don't have any base.
They have a post. Why they have a post? A post.
Let
me conclude.
Nigeria are the bad person.
Listen, in conclusion, Ghana will continue to be the gateway to Africa. Ghana will open its arms to all Africans, irrespective of
Venezuela.
You and which men? You and which men? And which land? Which land? You and which men? How many on a day? Gateway to where? Gateway to where? Even if all Nigerians in Lagos State enter Ghana today, where's space? Una go rest, oh. We will not stay here. People will come here shit on us because we are trying to be.
Nobody.
We will do back. You and which men?
The only time we want to go to Nigeria is doing.
If Tinubu should agree to America having a base in Nigeria today, all our problems will disappear. I swear to God. All our problems like this, it would disappear. Now, because Nigeria, they say, no, we don't want a base. And now Buhari started that in that time. But I understood, Buhari is a northerner, is a Muslim, like, no, you people can't come in, no, we're not having that. But my Ghanaian side chicks, very loose people, they sleep with anything.
They give them airports, their airports, Ayo, their airports. Like how low can you be that your airport, your gateway, and they ask us to enter that gateway, so then go choke us injection.
The next people I want to press their neck now is Kenyans, because I saw one Kenyan guy that came on space that was trying to drag Nigerians.
The guy dragged us.
If I catch any Kenyan person, I will press their neck. And
which space was that?
Your space now. Your space.
I was sleeping.
Yes, I was out that time.
I don't see my
the guy is in the parliament, I think, but that guy is an.
But Jeffy, what were you doing now?
Apparently, the guy is.
I say we many now. We just even at your day now. We just listen.
The guy is an alcoholic, but he's in the parliament in Kenya too as well. And he came here. He was just talking jargons. I say, now Tinubu caused this thing. If nobody say we get Tinubu, I said these people no fit. They follow me. They talk. This, my God.
I said before 2015, all these clowns, where were they? I don't blame people.
I haven't said
Africa, Nigeria will rise again. Nigeria will rise again. Nigeria will rise.
Until then, the largest consulate, United States consulate, is in Echo Atlantic, and you are officially United States bitch.
Yes, and listen, I haven't said anything about Master hasn't said anything about Nigeria. All right, listen, I haven't said anything about Nigeria so far. I have never said anything about Nigeria. All right. However,
but you are insulting our president. You are insulting our president.
What that's about your president?
What are you saying? Are you not talking about Nigeria?
Wait. No, I'm talking about Ghana. You compared the word about Nigeria.
You use our president as a definition of something bad. Exactly. The man representing our country. That is an insult to our sovereignty.
We have heard it. You can't take that on my heart. I've said it already. I can't take it back. I'm sorry.
The way Kenya dealt with me.
I don't know if I catch up with Igbo. I don't know.
Now, is it true that President Mahama has been installed as the chief in Nigeria? Is it true?
Now, yes, it's our son now. He grew up in Kwara.
Mahama is our son now, don't you know?
Okay, great.
Nigerians are the CIAs of Africa. We are taking your leaders on covert mission. We have installed him. And we have given him his mission. Stay there now. Very soon we'll get our security post for Ghana.
Well, listen. It is also on record, all right?
I don't know that Mahama works for Nigeria. He works for the
Okay, all right. That's beautiful. Listen, there's no difference between Ghana and Nigeria. All right, there's no difference.
There's no difference. No.
There's no difference between Ghana and Nigeria. Indeed, are you aware
that Nigeria? No. There's difference.
Listen, are you aware that the Gan tribe, which is the great tribe, are you aware that they are Yorubas? Are you aware that they are Yorubas?
Ghana and Nigeria is the same thing.
We are not the same thing. We are not taking that now.
No, keep that energy you came with, my brother. Keep that energy.
Don't go church.
All right, I'm not doing neck pressing. All right, I'm just stating fact.
They have started with Nigerians and Ghana almost the same thing, and you were preaching like you would have listened. You came, you saw the president.
But what's the difference, though?
You
what's the difference between Ghana and Nigeria? Now, what's the difference between Ghana and
Nigeria? Is that the difference?
The only difference is the jollof thing. Beyond that, Ghana and Nigeria, what's the difference?
That's what the Kenya guys say.
We knock you out. When it comes to soccer, we knock you out.
He said Nigeria wants great, now he shadow of
that's
himself.
it.
Except y'all talking loud and saying nothing.
The guy doesn't solve us anyhow for his submission.
No, listen. What I did was to lay historical fact regarding the history of Ghana in terms of the founders, whatever that there is, and I cleared it up. All right, and I moved on to present day what it is. And I'm saying that in the spirit of Pan-Africanism, Master said she's been in Ghana, she's lived her best life in Ghana, etc. All in the spirit of Pan-Africanism. And I don't listen. What I can tell you for a fact is that when she was in Ghana, nobody was telling her that go back to Nigeria and all the blah blah.
Oh, they used to tell me, hey, Apia, they used to tell me, Papa, that they tell me. Did the
government tell you to go back?
There's even one that told me that her mother said she has done juju for me. Her name is Elizabeth. They used to tell me. I know what I went through there. I said my colleague, Ayo, because after I got a job, she told me, pump and plain. Her mother has done juju for me. 2013, I fell sick. My mother just said, "Aya, begin come back, come back."
Master Chief, I don't want you to revisit your heartbreak. They gave you heartbreak too as well in Ghana.
I'm telling you, Ghana turned me everywhere but outside.
Heartbreak kid.
Ayo, rest. You go rest now. You go rest.
Ayo, why is per shit?
You want add leg, add head, add everything. You don't do. You want give Apia ammo, to make we pause for that side first. Apia, look, I did not. Your people, they were racist towards a black person. There's this name they call Nigerians. What's that name they used to call Nigerians? So, I've forgotten. They call white people Obroni, Alata. They call Nigerians Alata.
What's the meaning of that?
It's derogatory now. That's what they call Nigerians.
Is there meaning to it?
There's a meaning now. They have that name they call Nigerians. So please don't come here and tell us that you guys are
I think Big GT would explain the meaning to us. I don't know.
That one never even entered Ghana before. Didn't you hear what he was born in the UK? When I said Big 6, he said no, it's Big 5. Even me, I know in history pass him. I saw say if I speak Chi for myself, you don't go understand. Say Big GT. Do you speak Chi or you speak Ga? Where are you from? Are you Amenoveve?
From
do you speak Igbo? Do you speak Igbo? Wait. She asked me a question. Do you speak Igbo, Master Chef?
I speak Igbo, I speak Pidgin, I speak Ogba, I speak what other language?
That's good. Yeah. That's good. What kind of a Khan am I? What kind of a Khan? Wait. What kind of a Khan am I? What kind of a Khan am I?
What kind of Igbo am I?
Oh no! Tell me what Khan. No, you asked me the question. What Khan am I?
What kind of question
is this? You said it. You said, do I speak tree?
Yeah.
How are you supposed to know? You said I speak tree. Do I speak tree? Who speaks tree? Who speaks tree in Ghana?
I'm asking.
How many languages are in Ghana? How many languages are in Ghana? Let's get this. No, I'm asking you the question now. How many languages are in Ghana?
Rest, Victor, rest.
No, rest. No, you rest, white bread, because you're always triggered. Rest. You're going to church. You're going to church in your white Sunday best. Just relax, my guy, before the red dust gets you. The red dust might get you when you come out of the car. You understand? And stay in your white stay in your white clothes. But yeah. Anyway, let me just tell you. There's many languages. I don't speak Chi. I don't understand Chi. I understand Fanti. I can speak a little bit of Fanti.
Are you Fulani?
I'm a Fanti. You know what a Fanti is?
I know what Fanti.
Okay, thank you. So let's just relax now. You understand? Let's just relax and have a proper conversation.
But guys, Apia, why were you even lying to us about the Founder Day? You say it's Founder Day, not Founders Day. But it's actually Founders Day, honoring the Big 6. Why are you trying to revise your history just to make yourself look good? Well, I already said that Ghana is good, right? At least people have been able to sort out your light issues. When I was in Ghana, I could tell that, although most of you had this very racist, anti-African tendency, especially when they say Nigerians, they want to be Nigerians are this, Nigerians are that. They want to, in fact, they would want to shit on us. But there are good things in Ghana. So why do you want to reverse your own history just because of us?
No, man. When we reach music, they go beg Whiskey and Davido and Burna Boy. Very useless.
He came here and he said there is Founder Day, not Founders Day. But all you have to do is search. It's called Founders Day, and they are honoring their Big 6. No matter how you feel about these guys, they did something for you people, no matter what. I can come here and I will talk about, it's not every Nigerian founding father I agree with their method, but I would not try to erase their contribution to our country. Apia, so why did you do that? Why are you doing that?
Wait, can I answer the rest of your question? Can I answer the rest of the question? Wait, hold on. The Big 5, the reason why I call it a Big 5, because I don't cast Kufado's father or his uncle as founders of Ghana. They're traitors of Ghana. They stole cocoa and ran to the UK so they could educate our last president. So he could come and name his uncle. No.
Big GT, your parents also stole cocoa. That's why you're in the UK.
They never. They were wealthy in Ghana. They were wealthy in Ghana. Yeah, wealthy in Ghana. The guy stole cocoa to come and educate his kids.
How did your parents get wealthy in Ghana?
Because their parents because they're wealthy. You know there's wealthy families in Nigeria that were always wealthy. this wealthy families.
JT, if I check your family history, your family also stole cocoa.
You don't know my family.
Your family stole cocoa. I'm taking your picture right now and I've searched it.
You probably thought I was a shanty. Just relax yourself.
I never said that. I only asked you if you speak Chiga or...
You probably thought I was a shanty, so let's relax. Just relax. Let's relax.
Mute your mic. I know Chi is like the most...
Just relax.
Mute your mic.
You're talking to a Ghanaian.
Mute your mic, GT. Chi is the most popular language in Ghana, and at least a huge percentage of Ghanaians speak Chi. We can't deny that fact. But Big GT, I've taken your picture and I've run a search, and I can see that your family stole cocoa to send you, to give birth to you in the UK. They smuggled your mom, your dad, after they stole cocoa. These are facts. Guys, I'll take a screenshot. We have CIAs here. Ayo, this the way Donald Trump will send us that week, that new software, and they try them. So your family stole cocoa. Anyway.
You just cassava never paid off for your family, you understand? I understand the cassava farming is hard. You understand? But cocoa's more profitable. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a little bit of gold. You know what I'm saying? But wait, hold up, Papaya. But anyway, like I said, Kufado's family are the traitors of Ghana. He came and put his dad on the money. He came and put his uncle on the money. He came and built a statue of himself. He came and put those statues in because he wanted his family.
Big GT, another fucking lie. I was in Ghana before Akufo-Addo became president, and the Big Six has always been on your currency. Please, stop this lie. This is my problem with you. You may not like the guy, but please stop this lie. When you're telling this lie, it makes it hard for people like me to believe you. Their faces has always been on the Ghanaian city. Please, everybody, go and Google search this and see who is lying between us. He never did that. The Ghanaian people agreed to put the Big Six. They have a holiday for the founders. His father is part of it. You have gold statues of this man. Bro, stop lying. You've never been to Ghana before. Why do I have to tell you your history, my man? Why do I have to do that? And it's stressful for me. It's Sunday. Oh.
If you really search my pictures, you would have seen plenty of pictures of Ghana. So I think you should and brush your head. You understand? And go do some water. You should talk less. If you don't know, you should talk less. That's what we say in Ghana. If you don't know,
look, GT, you're the one talking. Your throat is so dry. Look, it's a recorded space, right? After now, you should listen to your voice and feel pity for yourself. Hopefully, you don't get a sore throat, right? You are just lying. You're trying to say Nana Akufo-Addo put his father on the money. Meanwhile, as at 2008, when I first stepped my feet in Ghana and I was given 1 CD, the Big Six, their picture was there. Nana Akufo-Addo was not president. He was not president. So what are you talking about? You don't even know, but you're the one talking and shouting you're the one shouting. You are shouting like, thank God I recorded this space. Bro, you are shouting and you're shouting. But yes, Apia is only the one with at least a bit of common sense. I can see that he's currently in Ghana. Maybe he can tell you, if you can't even call Apia. What did he even call him? Is it Opio or something? Opioro? You can't even call Apia. Apia, you have the mic, please.
All right. Now, again,
that's what you call it.
Listen.
You call her my Kia, not only Kia.
Listen. Now, Master, let me read something from my journal online for you to see something. In September 2009, President John Atta Mills declared September 21st, that is the centenary of Kwame Nkrumah's birthday, to be founders. Founders, the R is with apostrophe, not without apostrophe.
Exactly. If you don't know, talk less.
All right. Founders Day. So I guess that this is basic English. You can check. There's a difference between founders with no apostrophe and founders with apostrophe. All right. The apostrophe means that just one person. Day. All right. And the Founders Day versus
English grammar. Come on, guys. Come on.
Standing L1 and was brought to the limelight in 2017, starting with President Nana Akufo-Addo. all right, speech delivered at Ghana's 60th independence. In a nutshell, what I'm trying to say here is this: when Akufo-Addo took office, he wanted his family to be that important in the history of Ghana. Okay, so he also put an instrument to make sure that they are covered. Now I try to give you the listen to me. Let me finish.
Here we go. White bread. Why you call yourself white bread? May get some red dust on you in a minute. The Aggie bread. The red dust is gonna be on you.
All right, listen. No. It's better you know the history.
You're gonna turn like orange in a minute. You know what I'm saying? Just relax. Yeah.
Listen. It's better you know the history of Ghana. Okay, listen. Kwame Nkrumah gave us independence. There's a reason why he was the first president of Ghana. All right. Now, the Big Six controversy, I'm telling you how it started. The Big Six was coined from UK by a journalist after a demonstration by the Second World War veterans who marched to Osu Castle for their pay. They were not paid. All right. Now, when the whole route started and they killed these soldiers by the British soldiers, right? They killed them. They were looking for those that instigated, quote unquote. All right. So in the headlines of one of British newspaper, they said Kwame Nkrumah and those UGCC guys instigated it just because of Kwame Nkrumah being part of it. That's how the coin of UGCC came about. It was not about the formation of our independence. Indeed, the big things that we call for are those that stood with Kwame Nkrumah on polo grounds when he declared that finally our country is in what's the statement? The statement that he made on polo grounds regarding the independence of Ghana. Ghana, our country, is free, and the independence of Ghana is not complete till the total liberation of Africa. Those people were six, and those were the people that we call them the Big Six, not the UG66. Okay, indeed, Kwame Nkrumah jailed Akufo-Addo's father. You know why? Because he conspired to overthrow Kwame Nkrumah in the Kulungugu assassination in 1966, when they put a bomb in a bouquet for a kid to go and kill Kwame Nkrumah. And so Kwame Nkrumah opened up the PDA, the Preventive Detention Act, and jailed all those who were part of the instigators to overthrow Kwame Nkrumah. So how the hell did they become part of Ghana's independence? How the hell did they become part of it? They contested Kwame Nkrumah for independence and they lost. Now, in conclusion, let me bring go. In conclusion, listen. In conclusion, right, when we moved past Kwame Nkrumah and all the other coup, and we came into the Fourth Republic, the whole understanding was this: look, we need to come together as a country and let the past be the past. Let bygones be bygones. We don't want to have a divided country. For that reason, these individuals that at some point were considered as, those that were blah, 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 let them put them in. That's the reason why they put them there. But when we finally
I have a question for you. Can you hear me?
Shoot.
Okay. So
stop distorting history, Apaya.
Man, hey, listen, I'm not talking to the kids here. This is a grown folks conversation.
What's that? What's that?
No, I'm not going to allow
those guys, actually, his name is Apia, not Apaya. Please, let's respect the man's name, please. Thank you.
So, is this...
Olorogun, we can't hear you anymore.
Double mute.
Olorogun,
can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Double mute. Okay, so, Mr. Apia, if the Big Six were not part of, or they did not play any role in, giving Ghana independence, so why are they being honored? Who were the people that, played a huge role in giving Ghana independence? Or are you telling us on this case that it's just Kwame Nkrumah alone that fought the British to give Ghana independence? Is that what you're saying?
It was Kwame Nkrumah and the CPP. It was Kwame Nkrumah and the CPP.
Just Google it.
Yeah, just Google. Kwame Nkrumah broke away from the UGCC, and ask whatever search engine, why did Kwame Nkrumah broke away from UGCC? Because he said these guys are clowns. They are just using UGCC and Ghanaian people for their own pocket and for their own selfish interests. I can't be part of it. And then he left. All right, he left and formed his own organization. He was a grand master when it comes to organization. He could rally the masses, the ordinary folks, prisons, the farmers, whoever. That is Kwame Nkrumah's strength. And
free elections from behind jail. He won free elections from behind jail.
Look, and the UGCs were made of just a bunch of elitists. All right, a bunch of capitalists who were just interested in drinking tea and making money off the sweat of the ordinary Ghanaian.
Can I say something, please? Ayo, are you still here? Jeff? You know, guys,
they get ready for church. They get ready for church.
No, Big GT, hold on. You know, I really do not like, I've not really read anything much about Kwame Nkrumah because I feel those guys, they live their life, they've done what they could do in their own time and everything. But right now, I had to go back and I'm like, okay, why was this wonderful man, like this Pan-Africanist, try to paint him overthrown by his own people? And guys, number one factor, he turned Ghana into a one-party state and he was declared president for life. He suppressed the opposition using the PDA.
Imagine.
Yes.
Imagine.
And thank God.
What is imagine? You as democracy working.
Guys, hold on, please. Khalifa, don't come.
Don't bring Khalifa.
Thank God we don't carry our own mad. No, it's good. Don't bring our own madman. But this time around, if you know fight for Nigeria, so they fight for Nigeria, we will throw you out. Since then, too, they have loud voice.
Khalifa, instruction. Your job is to fight for Nigeria.
Fight for
the
Nigeria.
Ghanaians are attacking us.
Exactly. So yes, thank God. You guys mentioned the PDA Act. So yes, he oppressed the opposition using the PDA Act, which is Preventive Detention Act, which allowed imprisonment without trial. Then he used the press as a mouthpiece for the ruling CPP. The press had no freedom. They were only broadcasting his own adulation.
Now, Kwame Nkrumah do all these things.
Yes. Yes. So they were only broadcasting what he has done, the things he has done, which was eroding public trust. So they had the economic decline. So because of his own ambitious nationalization and industrialization, this led to mounting foreign debt. So the economic policies created shortages, which created rising price and dissatisfaction among businesses. So pressures like wave freezes, tax hike, compulsory saving, and export levies strained workers and civil servants, which triggered major strikes in cities in 1965. So the armed forces were neglected. Okay, only 40% of military vehicles were operational, while the elites had presidential guard and they received better privileges. So Kwame Nkrumah used the military to force, loyalists. He used them, okay? And he now, when he forced them to join him, he now appointed his loyalists to key positions in the military, which further eliminated the rank and file. Okay.
So he's a dictator.
He was a dictator. Thank God they said it. That PDA. Thank God they mentioned it. I'm just, thank God. So during Kwame Nkrumah's regime and what even led to the 1996 coup, number one, he had unchecked authoritarianism. He was eliminating the opposition using the PDA. There was press suppression, continuous propaganda run by the press. They call it was like a Stalin method where all they were showing was him. There was scarcity, hunger in the land, foreign debt, and unpopular fiscal policy, and unequal treatment in the military, which led to the politicization of the armed forces. And there was also international tension about their Western strategies. So this culminated to a coup. This guy, they made this guy.
So they killed him, right?
No, it was a bloodless coup. He had to go. Yes, he went on exile. People don't know this, but Kwame Nkrumah went on exile in Guinea, okay? And with his Egyptian baby girl. So yeah, that's why when GT was saying those things, I'm like, his master don't like black women. So what do you expect?
My problem with all these Pan-Africanists here is that they try to mirror men that they think were good, but when you dig down in history, you realize that these guys were really fucked up. You know, like now that you've read about Kwame Nkrumah, he's more or less a dictator. Like, don't sugarcoat it. Even Libya, Gaddafi, the way they praise Gaddafi, I'm like, did you guys know what Gaddafi actually did in his time? Because he wanted to unify Africa and do one currency. Now I go forget all the people where he killed, all the girl where he raped. That nigga literally had a test this thing in his underground when they test all the girls that he has sex with to make sure they don't have HIV. He was busy driving around. His bodyguards would drive around and look for little kids that were coming back from school, kidnap them, take them to Gaddafi, and he has sex with them. These are real events. These are not even. And then you want me to forget all that, and then you want me to say, oh, because he wanted to. I beg, I don't do Pan Africanist. I beg, go carry your problem. No be the thing where they do me now. I beg, now lights
I'm telling
and
you.
maybe Trump no attack us. Now it will be my problem.
People got tired of Ghanaians got tired of Kwame Nkrumah's socialist policies. And these are the same policies these Pan-Africanists will come up, they will parrot and parrot and parrot. He was mismanaging the economy and he made himself a lifetime president. Chai.
Those kind of things with Khalifa.
All right, can I respond to it?
Mr. Can I take a minute?
Let me respond to this. No, let me respond to this. It's very important. I need 3 minutes uninterrupted.
No, we will not. You will not be interrupted. I promise you.
Apia, don't worry. I'm here for you, Apia. Apia, you don't need to be scared. I am here behind you. Nobody can do anything.
Let me correct the fact. I'm not going to say.
Bring your first man.
Let me correct the fact.
My Ghanaian brother, Ubuntu.
Listen, hold on. If you think he's smart, be quiet and let me finish. And I want you to counter. I will shoot down every point that she has raised with every fact under my umbrella.
Exactly. She's reading Western propaganda now. That white beard. Mr. Apia, a minute, please. I'm very sorry.
See, basically, that's the point.
I'm on your side and you're telling me to keep quiet. Do you want the spirit of Kwame Nkrumah to cause trouble in this space?
Listen, let me just go.
I'm here to support you and you're telling me to keep quiet. Is this how Ghanaians greet their friends?
All right. I'm a little tired because you talk of Kwame Nkrumah and all guns are blazing. Now,
is this how Ghanaians greet their friend, Mr. Apia? You have betrayed me on this space.
Shout out to you. All right, let me just go after what the lady said. You talk of mismanagement. Kwame Nkrumah was a century ahead of his time. The Akosombo Dam that you see today, that kept lights in Ghana from 1950s all the way to 2000 and whatever. Was done under his umbrella. Listen to me.
Buhari was ahead of his time. He built second.
Can you let me speak though?
Let me just put that out there.
All right.
Please let Mr. Apia speak because he's saying the truth. Masterchef read from the West to demonize an African patriot.
Listen.
Buhari na Rita Jare, if they talk intelligence leaders,
you don't see Khalifa where they bring us.
Why?
I will support Nigeria, but I will not support our bad leaders. I will support the good things. Nigeria has a lot of edge over Ghana. We don't need to lie to win Ghana.
When
Kwame Nkrumah saw the light and built the Akosombo Dam, they told him he was over ambitious. We're only 5 million folks. Why are you building a dam? And Kwame Nkrumah told him that I'm not building it for today. I'm building it for tomorrow. Those at his prime, at his era, didn't understand what he was doing. Today, all the economic structures of Ghana is based on what Kwame Nkrumah laid out. Go and check our foremost and the brightest road that we have called the motorway. Listen. We're not having that type of conversation.
We give you guys gas. Your gas is Ghana from Nigeria.
Listen. All the economic structures
Mr. Whitebeard, please let my Ghanaian brothers speak. Mr. Apia, Ubuntu, my brothers.
Listen. All the finest roads that we had in Africa for the first time came from Ghana through Kwame Nkrumah. Let me finish. What is wrong with you guys and being quiet for a second? Cut it out.
They are Nigerians. That's how they act. I'm sorry.
Okay, guys. Let's do this. Apia, you speak, right? After you speak, Olorogun will go. I don't know, Pontifex, you keep sending me the hand. What's going on? We'll shake it up, right? We'll shake it up. Then we're here for now. because this even this Akosombo dam self, it don't even rope you into my trap. But yes, we did.
We get CIA agents here.
It's Olorogush.
Master Chief Khalifa and CIA agents.
Listen,
working against us.
No, we go drop him. We go drop him
he's
because there's no point. Yeah, there's no point.
We
already have
Ubuntu.
Yeah.
Now the code, now the signal be that say they don't call them.
We go drop him because we don't go there. People, we are here to protect our sovereignty, and you come where they do Ubuntu. Ubuntu is a Nigerian language.
Is it a Nigerian language? Is it a Yoruba language? Apia, be patient. You're around Nigerians. If you want to survive around us,
Melembe.
Oh, Master Chief. Oh yeah, talk now. No shout.
I beg, Ayo no verse. I beg, Apia no verse. Ayo, I beg, I go drop. But you go bring A+ come up. I beg, A+.
All right.
Yeah.
So, okay, yes, and kindly, everything that I put out here, if you want to get counter, please just counter. Don't just make a sweeping comment. It doesn't help. Kwame Nkrumah built Valco, built Temamoto Way concrete for Africa, even the entire Africa. Kwame Nkrumah set up the Young Pioneers, i.e. building them up in terms of skills. Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. Look at that era and the type of infrastructure that... Can you let me finish for a second, though? The type of infrastructure that Kwame Nkrumah built. We were on the path to becoming as independent economically to a point where we were supporting other African nations to gain their independence, etc., etc. Okay? Now, guess what? Right? In 1962, Ghana was a multiple, we had multiple political parties. 1962, a political party under the guise of UGCC decided to assassinate Kwame Nkrumah with the help of the British and the CIA. And you can read the 1998 declassified.
He wasn't assassinated, bro.
It's in there. Get your stupid ass up when I'm done.
Why you lying, bro?
It was an attempt. It was an attempt, Adam. It was an attempt.
Bro, he's lying. He wasn't even in the country, nigga.
But let him speak now. Let him speak at least. That's the right thing to do.
No, you're talking about the coup. This is the first attempt on his life.
Okay. So I'm giving you the reason why the PDA came about and why Ghana became a one-party state. Okay? And
because of his greed, and his life, he made Ghana a one-party state. So if they want to claim Mahama now, so Mahama should turn Ghana to a one-party state. Is that what you're telling us?
Listen, I know how you feel. You
can't. White bread, I told you. You're turning orange when you get step out of that car. You see when you get to your church.
All right, these things are all
I'm asking you logical question.
That car park dust is gonna get you when you come out of that car.
Yeah, Apia, Whitebeard asked a very good question. It's like Tinubu right now, there was a coup attempt in Nigeria a couple of months ago. So if Tinubu turns Nigeria to a one-party state, he is well in his right. After all, there was an attempt at his life. We can use that. So it's all well and good.
I think
but hold on. No, we're not conflating issues because that is exactly what Kwame.
We are conflating issues, but I'll point out our conflation when it's my turn.
You're conflating issues. You just don't want to listen.
He did now.
Master, in your own words, you made a statement that you've not read my book.
I'm not working against your interest. I will protect our interest without lying. I don't come and do agenda. Right. I speak on facts.
Okay, hold on. Okay, guys, please. It's 11:48 my time, right? Let's just give Apia uninterrupted. Nobody should interrupt. 3 minutes. Let him speak. Let him lay his point. Let everyone just keep quiet. Listen. You will pick out stuff. So Apia, please, you have the mic. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry, that's a glitch. You can unmute and speak.
Yeah, so like I was saying, with all the infrastructure, development that Kwame Nkrumah brought, right? People of his time felt that he was too ambitious, right? To a point where he was trying to unify the whole of the continent through our Organization of African Union, right? And I believe that
that's not true again. That's not true. He was not a
That white beard. Please let my brother speak now.
AOAU now. He wasn't.
The oath gave us 3 minutes now.
Okay, I'm going to have my 3 minutes back, right? So Kwame Nkrumah was seen to be overly ambitious, and we get it. Those of his era didn't understand it. But today's Ghana, right? All Ghana's economic infrastructure was built by Kwame Nkrumah. That's what we've worked on till today. So you needed to be a visionary to be able to do all that. Now, when we were on the path of becoming the most industrious nation on the continent of Africa, right? The CIA, in partnership with the British, were not pleased with it, the Queen. Matter of fact, there's a letter that the British ambassador wrote to the Queen that, look, Kwame Nkrumah is creating political awareness amongst Ghanaians that to a point that if care is not taken, they will not consider British as their master no more. It's there. I'll pull it up one word there when I find it. All right. So when he made that progress, they conspired together with the opposition party then, all right, from the UGCC, that is the UP party. And then in 1962, in Kulungungu up north, they put a bomb in the bouquet, gave it to an innocent little girl to blow up together with Kwame Nkrumah. They wanted to end everything about the progress of Ghana. They wanted to end the progress of Africa. And so in partnership with that little silly UP party of which Kwame Akufo-Addo's family was part of, they wanted to end it all. And guess what? They bombed. Today, the woman is still alive. She lost all legs off. And Kwame Nkrumah survived. Indeed, it is believed that that acidic thing that inhaled was part of the reason why he got cancer. When Kwame Nkrumah came back from Kulungugu, he investigated it and found those culpable for it. And all of them were the leaders of the UP party. And I want you to answer this question. If it was you that your opponent wanted to kill you for what you were doing for Ghana, it was then only two political parties, CPP and UP. Would you allow this party to survive and try another one to end your life and end the progress of your people? Kwame Nkrumah said no.
Yes, our arrest people involved and leave them. Yes, our arrest people involved and leave the party.
Listen. So
the church is one party.
Put his foot down, right? And then CPP took over, and CPP developed Ghana till what? The same people conspired again when Kwame Nkrumah was left for Vietnam to resolve an issue in Asia. They conspired and they did the coup and they took him out of the equation. That's with Kwame Nkrumah. That is with Kwame Nkrumah. Everything that I've said now, guess what? No, because of what Kwame Nkrumah did and the hatred that they have. Look, I can get into UGCC and you'll be surprised at tribal elements in there to a point that the Fanti, okay, that used this money, hard grants, to build UGCC. These guys never even built one ornament to say thank you to the Fanti. It was all about their Ashantis and their chimps. It was all about their chances and their
bro.
teams.
Fuck you, bro.
That is the reason why.
Now you're making this shit tribal, man. Fuck you.
Hey, listen. This is
so the small coup, bloodless coup they do for people. You don't know what they do our own Nigerian founding fathers when they kill them like chicken. You come here, they shout, if you was you, what will you do? Our people, my story, I tell you my story. They kill Tafa Balewa, they kill Amadou Bello, they kill. Who else again they kill? They kill all of them.
God save Buhari saying they London when they're doing own queue. No saying like London.
Exactly. It's like Nigerians are more gangster than Ghanaians. We the key. Our coup no be bloodless coup. The blood they flow. They kill this guy self way day for National Theatre where they put in car for them.
It's not the guy that is named after the international airport in Lagos. Is it Mohammed? Not Tafa, what's his name?
Muritala
Mohammed, yeah.
Exactly. See, I don't even know my history. But anyways, happy I round up, I beg.
But his 3 minutes is up. So let me just say something about that Akosombo Dam. So the Akosombo Dam was one of the causes of Ghana's first major financial crisis. Yeah, it's good to have big dreams, but you have big dreams that put yourself in a large debt. And this was financed through loans and foreign aid. Okay, it cost 130 million pounds. And so Ghana had to borrow heavily for that dam. Although people are like, okay, it's going to bring some opportunities, but this caused a very big neglect to the main, their main source of income, which is cocoa, and this made them neglect cocoa, which led to declining export revenue. And this caused a huge impact on, the environment, where 80,000 people had to be relocated, which created a long-term economic and health challenge, including disease outbreak. Please. Thank you.
Please, can I carry on now?
Now
Mr.
we understand why
Ghana
Ghana has a better infrastructure of electricity.
So now
you know
you
what I'm
understand
saying?
why
Shout
Ghana
out to
is way
Nkrumah.
advanced when it comes to energy,
Mr. Apia,
right?
what they didn't let me
So
say,
you are
I would say on your
short-sighted in your
behalf.
thinking.
Big G.
All right, go ahead, Khalid.
Good morning, everyone. So I want to start by saying this. I think if you are a real African who understands some of the things that have like happened in Africa, you would never ever open your mouth to call Kwame Nkrumah a dictator. See, there are a lot of problems that we face as a people, but I think our greatest problem is still the fact that we are parroting Western narratives. We are not Europeans. Their reality or the way they decide to frame their reality.
Maduro yesterday. This way they support Maduro yesterday for this space.
What has Maduro? Please, the person that just called me Were now, I want to show us who the Were is. What has Maduro done wrong by deciding that it's oil? The oil of Venezuela should benefit Venezuelans, and Trump is going there to say the oil belongs to Americans, and they've taken our oil, and we will take our oil. Somehow, America's oil is on Venezuela's soil. You people, I don't know. Maybe it's because I think a lot of human beings we believe that when somebody is a bully, the best way is to like attach to the bully, so he's going to protect us, and we'll join him in bullying others. And that's why I think that some of you, like Olorogun, have some of these mindset that you have. You just feel like winning party, no matter what. I shall do winning party, and you can never be part. If Trump see you say, if you first boss Kelebe for your face, because
you they talk nonsense.
I asked you a question now. You said I'm a great. Calm down, bro.
The country, Oga, rest. You want to talk like say you get one cent.
Please let me get back to my submission. If people like Olorogun, he's the one that interjected me now. I did not mention his name now.
But hold on, Khalifa, you're not even the co-host. Let A+ speak. Like I said, we're just doing it. One person speak, another person speak. You cannot keep on parroting Pan-Africanist agenda all day. We've heard from Apia, which he's still here. He can speak for himself. He didn't appoint you mediator. A+, please, you have the mic. Thank you.
Yeah.
Apia, you don't need to thumbs down. I'll speak when it's my turn.
Yeah. So like the biggest issue with like the framing of the story is that like the whole truth is not being said. You both are correct, right? A lot of Ghana's financial issues came from the infrastructure and developmental plans Kwame Nkrumah implemented. A lot of the funding did come from like Western institutions. What ended up happening is the cocoa economy crashed, and it put a severe strain on Ghana's economy because cocoa was like our main industry. So Kwame Nkrumah did develop a lot of infrastructure projects. He had a lot of projects for like affordable housing. He constructed a dam and things like that. So like you guys are both right, but the truth is somewhere in the middle, right? Kwame Nkrumah was a dictator. He did jail his political opponents. He did push for.
Why did he jail them?
Can you let me finish? He did.
No, he did. I give reasons why he did.
Apia, hold on now. Apia, hold on.
How about you shut the fuck up?
Did he or did he not? He did. Just allow, please.
He did. Like Apia, like this guy's just so impulsive. He can't even see that. Like I'm on his side and I'm on your side as well, Master Chief. Like you guys are both correct, right? So after the cocoa crash and Ghana's strained economy, everything went haywire, right? People did not believe in Kwame Nkrumah's leadership. There was excessive discomfort, excessive, pushback. And what ended up happening is, in 1962, there was an assassination attempt. And I think Kwame Nkrumah did what he did in response to what happened in 1962 and after the PDA Act. He did push for a one-party state. He was a dictator. He did strong-arm his opponents, and that did create division within Ghana, which is ironic because his whole point was the reason why he got rid of the multi-party system because he believed that it caused too much division. As for the root of the conversation, right, there is a big six. Whether you believe Akufo-Addo or JB Danquah didn't have Ghana's best interest in the long run, there was a big six. It was originally the UGCC in 1947. I think it was George Grant and JB Danquah. Kwame Nkrumah was overseas. He wasn't in Ghana. he was schooling overseas, and he also had a different mentality. So the original founders or the original people pushing for Ghana's or the Gold Coast independent, they were like an elite ruling class of educated socialites. These were people that were, some of them were ethnocentric, and some of them really, they were pushing for Ghana's independence, but not in the way that like Kwame Nkrumah had envisioned. So Kwame Nkrumah kind of like saw the Gold Coast or potential independence as like a socialist Pan-African project, whereas like the original members of the UGCC saw it as some sort of like, they wanted independence, but they also wanted like some sort of rich man social club where they rule the government on their own because they had become educated. You get what I'm saying? So my overarching point is that like Kwame Nkrumah was a dictator. Like anyone coming up here and saying that he wasn't and it's a West, they're fucking lying. They're literally fucking lying. But there's also hold up.
Would you say that
there's nuance?
Hold on. Would you say
there's nuance?
Would you say Kwame Nkrumah was more of a socialist communist and the big six guys are more capitalist kind of driven?
Yeah. Yes. So what ended up happening was they were all one party. Like I said, Kwame Nkrumah wasn't even originally there. Like the people that were pushing for independence were just the educated Gold Coast elites that formed the UGCC. So Kwame Nkrumah was overseas, and he was invited to become a secretary. But then Kwame Nkrumah realized that like these people, like they had a different mentality and a different way of going things. So the party split into two. You know what I'm saying? So that Kwame Nkrumah was more communist, socialist. Initially, he wasn't.
No,
he was
a socialist. He
was a socialist, but initially he wasn't like he wasn't a staunch socialist. You know what I'm saying?
He was.
No. He wasn't. He wasn't. He was educated. He was educated in the West, and he favored socialism because of the approaching Cold War and things like that. But he didn't really become socialist until I would say what ended up happening was like after Ghana's cocoa crash and the economy was strained. That's when he really shifted to socialism and he started forming. Hold up, let me finish, nigga. Damn. That's when he shifted to. He became a staunch socialist and he made his public and political alliances well known. And at the time, the Soviet Union and the West, they were fighting a Cold War. And Kwame Nkrumah was a very influential figure in like African spaces and the African continent. And the West saw that as a threat because African countries were newly formed and they were fighting the Soviet Union for supremacy over global influence. So when they saw Kwame Nkrumah shifting to the Chinese and the Soviets, they got very upset. And what ended up happening is that's what led to the coup because they took advantage of like a lot of like the internal divisions because again, everything stems from the cocoa crash. In the early 60s, after those infrastructure projects, after the Kasombo Dam was built, that's when the CIA discovered there was a coup. And this is the biggest misconception, right? I've looked for evidence of like the CIA funding a coup. I can't find it. There's no evidence of it. What I did find evidence of is the CIA were doing surveillance in Ghana. They knew of the coup and did nothing about it. They let it happen. So Kwame Nkrumah left the country.
You believe they knew of the coup?
Bro, shut the fuck up.
Success or failure?
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
I cannot shut the fuck up because you are speaking like a retard. Is your brain under your feet?
I think this is the best Ghanaian I've spoken to in a while.
Bro, the guy is so honest.
Very honest. Be like Apia and Khalifa and where that one day, big GT, big engine, small engine. He really laid it out the way is. From what I'm seeing, I think Kwame Nkrumah was more of a socialist communist guy, and that's why he got the country in so much debt. He was trying to that's what Showore wants to do. They will be doing big projects that they don't have money for. They will not make the country enter big debt. They will not say, no, let's do communism, socialism, let everybody not work, we'll give you. Bruh. Look,
like even I'm going through his book, right? He wrote a book, Conscientism, and if you look at his book, I think Ghana did a good job even getting rid of him. If not, they would have been in more massive debt.
They probably would have been fucked up by now.
Yeah, they would have been more fucked. Yeah.
Because that is the mistake we're making in Nigeria. Why they are people like them Khalifa are telling us to lean towards the Russian and Chinese way of governance. Look. China, there is one president for eternity. You can't change the president. Same as Russia. Putin has been in that place since I think 2001 or something for over 20-something years now. I'm very sure that a lot of Nigerians will not want to live under a country whereby a president will be there for like 20 years, like Cameroon, like Pobia. So I don't know why you want to tilt so much in the direction of Russia and China. Why you can easily just be friends with America, practice your democracy, maximum 8 years, the president will go, another person go enter. But people like Khalifa will never hear. You'll be shouting, Umbutu, Umbutu, Umbutu. I don't get it. I don't get it. But anyways, who is next to beg Master Chief?
Yeah. Let A plus just finish his submission. A plus, sorry about that. You have the mic. You have the mic. Very honest.
Yeah. So what I wanted to say too is that, like, again, Apia is right, but the whole story is much.
That's a double mute. It's gonna come off in a minute. It's the glitch. Just give it a minute. A plus.
Mr. Ayo, I want to read something very important.
A plus, so unmute your mic. Khalifa, if you vest me, I'll drop you. If you vest me, I will drop you.
I'm here to support you now.
Don't support me again. I don't need your support. I want to listen to responsible Pan-Africanists.
A plus has dropped now. I can just quickly take my 2 minutes now.
Because your propaganda will not fly.
Oh, he's even engineer. Engineer, please don't. Let's make. It's a new year. Happy New Year, my Oga.
I wanted. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Go on.
Yeah, no. So what I was trying to say is that, like, nobody is really wrong, but nobody's telling the full story. So the UP party did try to. They were connected to the assassination attempt of Kwame Nkrumah, and also their vision plan for ruling the Gold Coast was not like democratic. They were going to be elite socialites that would control the Gold Coast through capitalistic means. So Kwame Nkrumah's response with the one-party system was to combat his shrinking circle, because a lot of the hold up, there's context. A lot of the ethnic tribal leaders, they were ethnocentric. They were stealing a lot of the profits. I think one of in the eastern region, there was an Achim chief, Kwame Nkrumah, jailed because he was stealing profits from the cocoa to import foreign vehicles for himself. So Kwame Nkrumah did respond with force, but in my opinion, when it comes to him, you know, his like in the later part of his run being a dictator, I feel like he felt like it was a necessary attempt to get the country back in order because it was very divided. Also, the UP party did not have the best intentions for Ghana, in my opinion, right? Like I said, Kwame Nkrumah had a socialist Pan-African project for Ghana, whereas they had like some sort of capitalistic, socialite context for Ghana. You get what I'm saying? So I don't agree with oligarchy. Hold up. I'll say this. I'll wrap it up. I'll wrap it up right here. I think Kwame Nkrumah's biggest fuck up was accruing all that debt to build that infrastructure and openly siding with the Soviets. I think that made him a marked target, and him preaching anti-Western rhetoric made him a marked target. And also, the guy that was interrupting me, you cannot find any evidence of the CIA admitting to having a plan in the coup. What they admit to is that they knew about the coup, but supported it because Kwame Nkrumah was shifting to the Soviets, and they didn't want him to become.
And that is once CIA says that, oh, we knew about something, but we did not take action. It is codenamed for we are behind it. In case you don't know.
No, oh my God, shut the fuck up. They did surveillance in Ghana. They saw the soldiers plotting, and they did nothing about it because, like I said, Kwame, shut the fuck up. Let me finish so I can leave. Let me finish so I can leave. Damn. Like, Kwame Nkrumah was one of the most influential revolutionary leaders in Africa, and a lot of people are rallying beside him. These African countries were newly formed. The thing people have to understand is that the Soviets and the West were fighting over global influence. So they were fighting to preserve, the West was fighting to preserve their capitalist model and their whatever the fuck, as well as the Soviets. You get what I'm saying? Kwame Nkrumah making a staunch socialist, a public socialist stance, I think is what marked him for his fate. You know what I'm saying? Especially when he wasn't on good terms with, like the Brits and, like a lot of those Western companies that the country owed debts to. So again, there's context behind what GT is saying. Master Chief, also you have to provide the context as well. And I just wanted to provide the context because I feel like both sides, like it wasn't balanced, in my opinion. But nobody's wrong, but the truth is somewhere in the middle. That's all I wanted to say.
Mr. Yo, please, can I read what I want to read now? So I actually asked GPT a question as we were having this conversation because I didn't want to speak from my opinion, and I'll just read it. Then when I'm done reading it, I'll tell people I'm reading it and I'll just hang the mic. So this is it. Yes, Obafemi Awolowo was accused by his political opponents of collaborating with Kwame Nkrumah, but the accusation was political and controversial, not a proven conspiracy. Yes, the context clearly laid out what the accusation was about. In the late 50s and early 60s, Nigerian federal authorities and Awolowo's rivals, especially within the MPC and NCNC alliance, accused him of having ideological and political links with Kwame Nkrumah of Ghana, sharing Pan-African socialist ideals, allegedly seeking external support, including Ghana to undermine Nigeria's federal government. These claims fed into a broader narrative that Awolowo was subversive or revolutionary. Then the treasonable felony trial in 1962 to 63. The accusations crystallized during Awolowo's famous trial. He was charged with treasonable felony, not collaboration per se. The prosecution alleged that he planned to overthrow the Nigerian government. Some testimony suggested contact with Ghana, but no concrete evidence proved it. And the Ghana's link was circumstantial and politically framed. Awolowo was convicted and jailed, but many historians agree the trial was deeply politicized. So the reality of Awolowo and Nkrumah relations, what is not proven, why the accusations, so why, I'm not even, what I just needed was to point that out at the beginning and to point out that it was a lie and it was orchestrated. And I read this because of, I think I've noticed our host, anytime that she needs anything, she just goes online to browse. And what I'm trying to bring out is that you need to understand the fact that we are in a Western information grid. Everything you get as information would likely be what pushes their narratives.
So,
it's not funny.
So where do you get your own information from? Hold on, Khalifa. Do you talk to Kwame Nkrumah's ghost? Where do you get your own information from? I want to know. Thank you.
Okay, yes, thank you very much, ma. This is how you can balance information in this current world. If you want to read about Pan-Africanist or Pan-Africanism, for instance,
you will take this allegation that was not proven. That was why they jailed Awolowo.
Oh my! Is that
my problem? Listen, no, let him answer now.
The problem with the people asking the questions on the
you
guys are cooked.
You
guys are cooked right now.
I actually went to this thing, right? I picked up.
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why I read that.
See, one thing. Hold on. I really want you to tell me where I can get information from that has not been, riddled with CIA propaganda.
Okay,
because I'm actually even reading Kwame Nkrumah's book right now. I'm reading his book.
And what did he say in his book? That's all. First
of all, one thing I can say about Kwame Nkrumah is even in his book, he proves that one, he's a socialist. And he believes that Africa...
Being a socialist is a crime.
That's why he put his country in so much debt.
Madness is madness.
He's a socialist and a Marxist. And he infused it with this African belief that, Africa...
What is the crime in being a socialist? But it is okay for somebody to have 3 times the worth of Nigeria. Why do you people like slavery so much? I'm trying to think about it. And I'm not coming to a conclusion or an answer.
Do you even listen to yourself? Thank God this A+ said, and he even buttressed my point. You want to do socialism, you put your country in so much debt, you sink.
It's not what happened. I really wish you would let the alternative.
Man, can you just mute your mic? Can you mute your mic? Did he or did he not borrow to build a big dam? Were over 80,000 Ghanaians not displaced because of that dam? It's there. It's their history. Even this Appiah, which Appiah was still here. Appiah even talked about PDA when people were even against it. He said arresting people. What are you even talking about? So many Ghanaians, there were so many diseases because of displacement. We cannot say, okay, yes, it was a good idea, right? A dam when they were 5 million, and today, yes, they are benefiting from it. It was a good idea, but at what cost? At what cost? What did it cost them? You look at a man, fine and good. You're building a dam, you're doing this. When your opponents argue, you use your military guys, and oh, there's already a court, they already have a system. In fact, you don't even have to go to court. The next thing, you're in jail. You take a $258 million loan back in the 1960s. Where did those loans come from? Wasn't also the same foreign government you guys so hate? You put your country under this much debt, and your people are dying of hunger. And you're saying, in fact, I'm even tired, sir. Just let me even move the mic. I don't know. My co-host Jeffy has been awake all night. Myself, I won't even rest. Big GT. Yeah, it's true, Seth. Tina has been here. Tina, you have the mic.
Well, you cannot let me complete my submission before you move your mic.
Because it's not even your turn.
You hate alternative views, and I don't. It's not a good way to
no, the thing is, Khalifa, the thing I don't like about your views is you try to make it look like you're the smartest person in the room. Meanwhile, yeah, like he tried to make himself look so intelligent. Why? Okay, where are you getting your views from? It's the same sources that I'm also getting my views from. You also now they tell me saying use ChatGPT. No,
Nami, make you know say Nami drop and Nami. Your voice irritates my ears sometimes. I'm sorry. Because you whine, you cry, you roll on the floor. It's tiring. It's tiring. Please, can we move on? See, Victor is here. Victor is my best friend now. He's not my good friend. You know, since we started this Christian genocide thing together, he has turned a new leaf. He has moved from must you eat pasta? Must you, are you Italian? He changed his ways. Now it's with the people, it's with the masses. But anyways, Pastor Chief, you are the one
No, I'm not. Why better is even not here. Jeffy has slept. The whole thing is they come with these very lofty ideas.
Why that is there?
Yeah, no, I'm sure maybe he's busy. I try as much as possible to also understand their perspective, which they want us to understand, but they don't want us to also bring our perspective. Our own perspective is Western propaganda, but their own is not Western propaganda. But we are all getting our information from the same sources. Khalifa, if you're here, you never saw Kwame Nkrumah in person. So you cannot say anything about it that I would not also say. I'm currently reading his book, and this guy was so much deep into spirituality. You need to even, like, there's this part of his book I got to, I had to copy it, and like, what exactly does this man even mean?
You see, the thing is, Master Chief, these guys that push this Pan-Africanism, there are people that when you give them power, they will fuck shit up. And then they'll be like, oh shit, I didn't know. I thought it was going to work. Do you get? Like, they're not realistic with what they're saying. It's like me making Fela the president of Nigeria, or making Seun Kuti the president of Nigeria, the guy that is doing MOP.
No, let's use the current example we have, please. Use the current example we have.
Who is the current example we have?
You know who.
No, but I just say, put someone like Seun Kuti that is doing MOP, they will tell you how the thing is meant. They're very theoretical. Seun Kuti will come, why can't you do this? When they get there, they literally, same as Shore, they literally will fuck shit up because they have no experience, they are not diplomatic, they don't know how to get shit done. They believe, do this and everybody will just do it. Nah, that's how they become dictators, because they realize that when they get into power, they can't just tell people to do something and people will do it. You have to play the politics. You have to, get people to do something the way you want them to do it, not by forcing them, but by persuading them. So they always fuck up. So I'm not willing to fall into the trap of Pan-Africanism, Kwame Nkrumah. Even Fela is a good musician, but he's not a good politician. It's simple and short. Everybody has what God has given them. Do you understand? Except for Tinubu, where I don't know. I know say Buhari na cow where God give Buhari, make it they know how to name cows. But Tinubu, I still have not seen.
Tinubu likes soft life, expensive watch, jets, private jet. The guy just like obele. Obele. But yes, Pan-Africanism. I don't know how this space entered there. But we'll dig that. You people have dug the pit. We'll help you dig it. We'll put those your leaders. After Kwame Nkrumah, we'll move to Sankara. After Sankara, we'll move to Lumumba. Adefona, I will put a big mirror in front of your faces to tell you that those guys were dictators hiding under the cloak of Africa unity. Why then they thief our money and then they collect loan? Yes. But Tina is here. Tina, you have the mic. After Tina, we'll move to Victor. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Master Chief. Oh God, it's been a long night. The acts of Khalifa, Jesus Christ. So honestly, like everybody will say, there is nowhere in the world where you have full socialism and you have it coming out successful. It won't work. Yes, so the biggest experiment was in early 90s Russia, and you can see how it failed. Even China at some point to an extent, it failed. So they really have to put in fact, 50% of capitalism or maybe 60% of capitalism and just add some bits of socialism onto it, because at the end of the day, people has to be productive. Because if your people are not productive, how do you intend to raise tax? How will you raise tax in order to continue to run your government? You understand? How will you be able to push investment? How will you be able to push research and push your economy going forward? So in the real sense, I think it's very, very easy. In anywhere in the world, I would not support a socialist government. It's just a paradox for disaster, because it will clearly fail. Because that's what is very, very clear. And that is so. Will you any Russians now? Putin has been there since 1990. Imagine some people like 1990 up till now. That is almost 30 something years, for God's sake. It's too long. Honestly, it's too long. So you continue to understand how this thing works in the whole world. So I don't support all these issues of saying you want to go and align with Russia. Imagine somebody like Showore, if you become our president, he's going to align with Russia. So that's what he's going to do. That's why I keep on telling people, the only beautiful thing you can get out of Russia, they can only sell you weapon. Those people, they will only sell you weapon. They are not that type of country that will come and say, oh, let us send one military to come and protect you for where? Russia. I beg, stop playing. So that's what I want us to understand here. So I feel those early independence freedom fighters, they had their flaws, they had their mistake. But one thing that you would not fault them for was that they had to align with the Western powers. It's either you align with the Axis or you align with the Allies. You understand? So because when they finished the World War, I think it was shared into two. You have people supporting the Axis, people supporting the Allies. You have to align with what? Because as at that moment, Africa could not even build their own rail by themselves. You understand? So the technologies, the research, the inventions, the industrialization that was happening then, it was actually the Western powers that was leading it. So I think it's just a whole story of who came late to the party. So if you look at who came early to the party, well, you can say United States, the Europeans, you understand, who came late. Probably Middle East after that, Asia, the Middle East, and then Africa. We came really, really, really late. And the reason why I will even put Asia before Middle East, because if you go back to Asia, you look at some technology like the paper, writing on paper. That technology came out of China. Gunpowder, the technology came out of China. Even football, many, many things came out of China. You understand? So you can't put it past China. So in the whole continent, if you want to count the people that came late, so you will say it's Africa. So it's just a bit of a catch up. And that is what I feel this generation is going to pass on to the next generation, to let them know that, oh, it is actually the turn of catching up with these people and doing your best. Because when you are catching up at the same time, you need to ally. So if anybody is telling me that, oh, who should Nigeria align with? It is very clear. You just align with the capitalists that you can see that can actually afford you your best chance, which is the United States. Align with them. Why would I want to go and align with Russia? Like, why would you want to align with Russia? So I don't see what benefits will come out of that, except maybe if they are going to be giving us, if we have any gas, probably gas, wheat, maybe that's what the only thing we want to trade with Russia, or maybe in terms of weapons. But if you want to see the best alliance we can get a lot of benefit from, I would still say is the US. So I don't like this idea about Pan-Africanists telling us, oh, we shouldn't align with the Western powers. Like, I don't understand. Our own economy is backed by oil. Do you understand? And who controls the oil market? We know how it happens. Who detect the price? It's OPEC. You understand? They detect the price. The oil is being backed by every dollar. So why will you not align with United States? So that is just a simple thing I just see here. So I just feel at the same time, the world is not an easy place presently because of the global geopolitics that is happening. And if anybody is trying to tell you, oh, this is the time to play tough against some powers, I can tell you, every one of them will come heavily on you. Israel is coming heavily on Gaza. Ukraine, Russia is coming heavily on Ukraine. US is coming heavily on some other people. If you want to play funny, that's why I see Tinubu accepting to, you understand, collaborate with US in order to fight this terrorism. And I want him to continue to collaborate and continue to hit these people in their hideouts anywhere they are in the country. So if there's anybody in the north shouting, Tinubu is using this thing to kill us, please, all the propaganda, it won't work. If they are anywhere, and I mention it, anywhere in Nigeria that they find terrorists, they gather enough intelligence, they are able to pinpoint their area, they should go there and bomb them. It is very, very simple. And I trust Tinubu. He loves his seat so much, he doesn't care. Even if they trace terrorists to Lagos, he body loan and they confirm it and US want to carry out that strike, Tinubu will order it. That man, forget. I beg. I don't mute to make somebody else. Take care.
Yes, so my co-host everybody don't tire. Okay, Victor is next.
No, I
Victor
agree
is
with
next.
you now. I love what Tina said. It made sense. That's why there's really, he said everything.
Okay, if you see there now, because I want to.
I like that A+ submission. You know, say people like Apia and Shah, when they come and give you stories of Africa or Pan-Africanism and all those things, they will tell you like those guys did nothing wrong. They were doing one or two things. The government just came, CIA just came, just took them out. Far too long we've been hearing stories like this. But like I said, if you take your time, go and read about some of these people that they are parroting as great people, you will be shocked the kind of people these guys are.
Can I say something? Can I say something real quick and then can I go?
Oh, yes,
I wanted to say something about. I forgot to address this point. Someone said that. So in my opinion, Nkrumah should have been allowed to stay in power and finish what he started. The economy was bad due to the loans for the infrastructure, but in my opinion, in my honest opinion, nobody could have predicted the cocoa crash. But we did need to diversify. I think cocoa industry was very strong. I think which is why Nkrumah felt confident in investing in like infrastructure in the Consobo Dam. But the Nkrumah coup has actually made things worse. Like them forcefully removing Nkrumah from power, what it did is all those people Nkrumah jailed for corruption, all those people that were, capitalist social elites, they just came in power and they just borrowed more money. They went to the IMF and they just squandered it. They were buying like Cadillacs and luxury cars and things like that. So like I said, like when we have these conversations, it's important to provide context. Like I see one group highlighting Nkrumah's shortcomings and one group pretending like nothing happened. It's not true. It's somewhere in the middle. But the coup did make things worse. It invited more people into power.
I told them this earlier. The coup was savvy unto a point. You know what I'm saying? They just didn't believe it, but you told them a little bit better,
Oh, we believe you.
Nah, don't worry, Io. I got it on the low. I heard Io's a Tinubu supporter. Just tell him I've got it on the low, real cheap price. You understand? You can make the money and buy a Lambo for Lagos. You understand? For dirty December.
But let me say this real quick. I do agree that.
Big Chris not being angry.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. A+ and Big GT. Thank you very much. We are done with the side chicks. We are done with.
Don't worry, Io. I've got the Lambo coming for you, bro. I got the packs and the.
We did not do your research very well. I'm not a Tinubu supporter. You should have done your research very well. You did not do it very well. Nah, fake CIA where you be, no be real CIA. Now we be the real CIA. Now we con Donald Trump. We did with Donald Trump yesterday. We not just want talk. Now say we
They give
open
us
this
new
space.
software now. They don't know say we get new
Now say we
software.
open space now. We threaten to no boost more, make we shake down. But we have our Victor.
Big GT, the Tinubu supporter here. You see that one that was here shouting, you people just sauce. You know they go Mbutu is a Tinubu supporter. Oh. In case you don't know.
I let Victor talk. We Victor president there.
I've done my homework on you guys. You guys are Tinubu supporters on the low. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you though.
I wanted to say.
I'm a Tinubu supporter.
Good morning,
Can I
guys.
say
Is
something
this
about
democracy?
Good morning, everybody. Is this the space?
Yeah, it's democracy. That's why we can all support whoever, even the witch doctor in the corner. We can support him. You understand?
So
Listen, your
I want to make a small contribution to this debate.
You don't even have any president in your country that can less Tinubu shoes.
Hold on,
Okay?
hold on. I need also let Victor speak now. Give
this
rest.
So it was really unfortunate for Africa to have come to during the time of the Cold War. And the eastern side of the Cold War, they had some really good writers. The Marxist ideology, the books that they wrote, they fired up our leaders who were, most of them were students in Europe at that time. And they were student union leaders. So they had this madness of Marxism. What's the other one? There are about 3 or 4 of them like this that were very popular in those periods of the 50s. And they were like injection. You know, it's just like sometimes when I listen to this Khalifa boy, I just remember myself around 90 to 1993. I'm like
So
that. Like
Khalifa
I was mad like that. I'm always challenging for debate. Then when I think about myself these days, I'm like, Olu, oh foolish girl. You will realize how foolish you were as a young, impressionable mind after reading all these ideas that these people have written about how egalitarian societies can be created, everybody can be okay, this and that. So the socialists had that tool. They had the tool of mind control. They were very good orators and writers. And unfortunately for most of our leaders, those were their heroes that they emulated coming out of school, then coming back from schooling in Europe and America and coming into the politics. Then the enemy supposedly were their colonizers, because the eastern part did not take part in that colonization. They see them as the saints, not knowing that they were both same sides of the same book, unfortunately. And then they used it to ruin Africa. It's sad when you read the history of Africa and you see how leaders that hold so much promise, but they lacked the sense of pragmatism. But what I don't know is that whether it's got to do with their youthfulness or whether pragmatism just generally comes with age. Because honestly, so many times when I look at myself and I see myself in my 15, 16, 17, 18, almost foolish gone. I just realize, you are so foolish. And I could have lost my life like so many of my schoolmates then who were doing all these things, the Sylvester Otion Akaine, then Benga Olawepo. We read overnight and quote all these people. Like, So I don't know. It's a problem of the mind. We had good minds that got wasted by the Marxist ideology. The ideology created a perfect society which everybody would have loved to live in and to see. But unfortunately, that society does not exist. They only exist in their books. Africa, however, was so unfortunate that the leaders that it produced then bought this bullshit hook, line, and sinker, and they all got ruined eventually. And along with their ruin came the ruin of their countries. It's a sad story all the way from West Africa to Central Africa to the Mobutu Sese Sekos and co. They just saw themselves to even the Walimu in Tanzania. They had this foolish idea of how the world could be perfect, which wasn't the reality. But somehow, I mean, those Marxism and co, they know how to sell things, because if you never grow out of that mindset, you will remain like Showore till today. That thing is like a virus. It doesn't leave you, except something by miraculously just snaps you out of it. And that's why most of them were imprisoned, so that maybe during their period of prison, they can introspect and somehow find a way to leave those imaginary, how do I call this thing now? I don't know how to call it. But when I remember myself in those days, and I think of myself now, you can see the foolishness is clear. You can see it as pure foolishness. But because of that person that you are, how are you? Carry on. How are you? So, because of that foolishness, a lot of them. In fact, when I look at Showore today, I'm just wondering, like, how can you be like this at 18 and still be like this at 54? So sometimes it's strange. And I see people like Benga Olawepo today. He owns an oil company. He's a capitalist. Then Shegun, they have died. I don't even know where Odion is. Chima Ubani and co, they have died. But the one thing is that thing is like a virus. It doesn't leave you. Honestly, except it's a conscious effort and really helped them to ruin Africa from Kwanuma to all their groups. And Russia ruined us. I won't lie to you. Russia ruined very beautiful minds in Africa. But, well, we're going again. At least right now, we are lucky that we are now having pragmatic leaders who have thrown away those ideologies and they do what needs to be done to get ahead. But unfortunately, people like Peter Obi and co, they are bringing that mob mentality again, winding up people about things that are impossible, that is possible, this and that can fix Nigeria in 1 year, and the mob mind really, really amazes me. But, I've once been a mob in my youth, so I can understand it. So sometimes I feel sorry for them, but that's what it is. But the mind, I've come to realize that the mind of a young person is actually like a plain book. What they write, that thing on it. The biggest effort in life is to unlearn. There are some things you will never unlearn. You will never unlearn. Some people can never go through the process of unlearning. And that's what's ruining Africa today. Absolutely ruining Africa. All the people that can beat you to death, you'll be shouting at them. Them to Butu. No, go punish America. And then when they slap you, you fall and die. Like, okay, so you didn't have anything in all this noise you are making. But I remember myself then. I will go to the top of
if socialism is a lie, how does socialism turn?
Police will be shooting. So people will be dropping beside me. I will still go back. When I think about it now, I say, oh, you are really foolish. You could have been a loss to your parents.
Papa B, let me ask this question so I know if I can risk my life. How did China and Russia use socialism to become world powers in less than 100 years? If
Thank
socialism is
you.
a
Let
lie.
me to ask that question. Because this
If socialism, why is
come
America?
here.
Why is America owing China, a socialist country, the largest debt in the world? If socialism is a lie, you people, you think we don't have brain? Your propaganda is for your pockets.
Because they want to dominate the space with their foolish voice.
Okay, so let me explain what they don't tell you to you. The person that started the socialism madness in China was Chairman Mao. And what he basically did was ruin and kill 40 million people.
This is false,
hunger.
Papa V. False. Western propaganda,
40
CNN, BBC
million
News
people.
without proof.
If you know how to read, please read some part of history and drop your ideology and read so
Sir,
that you
I have
get
read
knowledge.
Mao Zedong is not a terrorist like colonial.
Victor.
Khalifa, I was one that brought you up again. You will learn by force.
China only started making progress
1 minute.
in.
You will learn by force, Khalifa. Can't you have normal conversation? If you
In 1980, when they changed system and allowed Americans in, and Americans were paying them less than $1 an hour, and Americans started building their factories there and using them. That's when, so everything China has today came from America. Every single thing. During those periods, you said they were doing all their nonsense. They were dying in droves. If you can't read,
so
then
Papa
that's
B,
your
essentially,
problem.
what you are
They
telling
were
us
killing
is that
people and murdering people. They remained a village.
Victor, let me ask you this question. When you make a statement of this nature, knowing very well that it takes a human capital to build a nation, what do you mean by everything that they have is from the United States? Reconcile that with me with the human capital and the leadership.
Yes, because I even want to use his point Americans against him. Were the first
so
people
Papa B,
that
what
went
you
there
are saying is that capitalist greed played China is superpower.
To pay for their workmanship. So the Americans saw their workmanship and paid for it. And that was when Chinese started working 18, 20 hours because they've never seen a payment of $1 an hour before.
Hold on. You're saying the capitalists saw something great in the communists or the socialists to a point that they say, well, you know what? This is what we're looking for.
No, it's not the communists or the socialists.
No.
It's the workmanship of the people. The people workmanship, the people's dedication to work.
Okay, so
that's what the Americans saw. They were poor all the period they were practicing those communism, socialism shit. They were poor and dying of poverty until 1979, 80.
No. Listen, you claim that the capitalists saw the dedicated and commitment of the socialist manpower. That's what you're saying. That they couldn't find in the West. They couldn't develop by themselves in the West. But they saw something they say it's worth investing in. That's basically what you're saying. Now, let me draw your mind to something, okay?
No, what I'm saying, calm down. No, if you are listening, you are not listening. You are not listening.
You said everything that
American workers by then, the American workers by then have started demanding rights. Right to work only 8 hours, weekend free, $4 or $5 minimum pay, pension, health benefit, health insurance, all those shit. And the investors don't want to pay all those things. They need workers.
No. I'm asking you a question.
What are you saying now? Is it that you can't listen?
I'm trying to find logic in what you're saying. Now,
see, Master Chief, let me tell you something. I know a lot about this topic, but sometimes I get tired of talking because, like, I read a lot, I watch documentaries, and when people talk about China, during the Chamamao guy, he went full-blown communism, and their people were dying. Then there was this guy, his name starts with D or something like that came in the 80s. Is the real founding father of mixed China economy. He said, look, we can still do capitalism within China, but in terms of governance, let's leave it as a communist thing. So when you go to China, you can be rich. There's still capitalists in China. Like when it comes to the economy, production, you can conduct your business, you can own companies, you can do it because previously under the communism thing, you couldn't own your own company. Everything belonged to the states. So people were not eager to work and to invent things and all that. So when that guy came in the 80s, I'll find his name. I've forgotten that guy's name. He was one that now changed the
It's
setup.
Deng.
He now changed the setup and said, look, let them, the economy be capitalist, but governance will still remain communist, whereby it's the communist people, something of China. They would hold governance, and that's why they can easily pass laws like they kill you if you do drugs, all those kind of things. Very, very strict draconian laws. Same as Russia. Russia under Stalin, they were poor. People were dying. Then they also said, you know what, let's have oligarchies, whereby they have about 8 or 9 oligarchs, like the guy that Ibrahimovic that bought Chelsea, right? You can make money within the system. But when it comes to politics, you stay away from politics. Now, that is the way they created a mixed system. If you look at America, it's a full-blown capitalist system whereby you can make money, and also their democracy too as well is the best man win after your 4 years or whatever. You get what I'm saying? So that is why you can still see China and Russia still doing well. If they do mistake and do full-blown capitalist or socialist, they will die. That's what's wrong with Cuba. If you look at Cuba now, yeah, they're doing this guy, this Jovera, whatever, I don't know his name, that guy that
Che Guevara.
One guy that came to Nigeria one time like this. Maybe it's him. I don't know his real name. I don't forget that guy name from Cuba. He come Nigeria that time now. He be our friend that time now. He said
It's Che now. Che is Che Guevara.
They whine us that time. That time the guy itself was collecting money from African countries. He was all this. In fact, to a point whereby somebody, when you want to do something illegal or you want to do money laundering, the guy was helping them do money laundering. These guys were not as innocent as they made them look like the Cuban president, that guy, yeah. So even till today, Cuba is still suffering because they've not figured out how China and Russia did it, whereby they made the economy liberal and more capitalist, but all the governance side to be more communist and everything. So if Cuba can figure that out, I think Cuba is a strong-headed country that does not want to change their habits, and they believe that going full-blown socialist and capital and communists will actually save them. But their people are actually dying. But these motherfuckers here that will come here, I like the way Victor said it. You can't change their mind. This thing has failed everywhere in the world. You must always put capitalists in your thing. There's nowhere in the world whereby people will get a free lunch. It's not possible. Even without civilization, the way God created man is to struggle, is to fight for what you will eat. Imagine when there were no countries and we're just nomadic people. You have to go to the river to catch a fish. You have to hunt to kill a lion so that your family will eat and you will eat. If you want to take a land from somebody, you fight that person to take that land. So there's no euphoria or one beautiful land whereby everybody will be okay and we'll just start sharing fruit for everybody. That shit is a dream, bro. Well, I don't engage this debate with some people.
But why do they always lie that Russia is a socialist state?
Sorry,
Master
Chef. Ayo, the name you are looking for is Deng Xiaoping, and that's the real person that transformed China. But unfortunately, I don't know why his story never get told. He's the first world leader that took power and said, look, the Westerners are not our enemy. China. Our people can work hard.
All right.
Let the Westerners come and bring their factory and set up and pay our people. And that's when China moved from hunger to progress. But nobody says that story. They say the story of a foolish man who killed over 40 million of the people with hunger. I don't understand why that's the case. But I guess that's how the world works. The world chooses the story they want to tell.
If capitalism is everything, why is the United States always in war? What for?
Because that's human nature. I just told you something here as a nomadic person.
You see,
no, after
you see
you
the
don't
mind.
listen, you talk too much. You talk much, but you listen less, and that is the problem with you guys. You talk too much. Sometimes you need to just be quiet and just listen and see if you can pick something. The ones you don't like, you throw it away. Nomadic nature of human beings, survival. We will keep on fighting till the world ends. It's never going to stop. If there was no civilization, imagine a situation there was no civilization, there's nothing. We kill ourselves for food. We kill ourselves for women. We kill ourselves for property. Without civilization, it's only civilization that made us say, okay, you know what? Don't kill yourself, guys. Let's try and make this thing more, civil, because we are not animals. Look at animals. What do? They kill themselves. They fight. A lion will see a goat. He will go and get the goat and eat the goat and kill the goat. Because that's the way the human instinct is wired. Even what we are doing in civilization is not really the way the human instinct is meant to be. So if you see America today fighting wars, they're fighting for their own survival. They're not fighting for you. They built something and they want that thing to survive. So, and they're ready to kill anybody that is trying to destroy the survival of what they have built. It's their home. It's where they live in. I said, Master Chief, if you go around America, that yesterday after that Venezuela, if like say nothing happen, no. Americans no 2 cents, say they go kidnap one guy. Yeah, okay, he's in New York. Oh yeah, lock him up. Now we they even bother. The people will go do the things, they don't even give a fuck. Oh man.
See, not everybody justifies stupidity like you do. Okay,
bro,
now
don't be rude.
Now you're justifying Boko Haram and the rest of them because it's human nature, right? You're endorsing every stupidity because hey, that's what humans do. We're unruly. We can't think. We fight. We kill each other. We maim our parents. We eat each other. This is the mindset. Now I understand why I hear that some Nigerians support Boko Haram and the terroristic activities. This is a clear example of it. Right?
Yes,
but
they
yes,
do.
Yes, that's who you guys are. Yes, now I get it.
Pan-Africanism.
Now I get it. So when we call you the names, we call.
So, Apia, when you catch a Boko Haram person, what do you do with the person? You pet the person on the head and say, oh, sorry, you're a bad boy. We're going to just make you turn to a good boy. What do you do to terrorists when you see them? Do you hug them? Do you kiss them? Or do you kill them? Are you an animal for killing a terrorist? Logic is firing from you.
So you're saying that nations that United States has usurped, they were all terrorists, according to you?
That's not what I said.
I
asked you a question. Answer the question.
You talked of survival.
You answer the question.
I don't know if the English
want to have a
went reverse.
conversation, if you want to have a conversation, you answer the question. If you see a Boko Haram terrorist, what would you do to them?
What I'm referencing the statement that you
Answer
made.
my question. What would you do to them if you meet a terrorist today with a gun trying to kill you? What would you do?
You tell me, because you say human beings
you
kill each other.
Is calling me barbaric. That I'm an animal.
No, you're the one that says humans kill each other.
Know what kind of human being you are. If you see a terrorist today that is trying to kill you, a Boko Haram terrorist,
all right? You have a jungle mindset.
What would you do?
Says that, look,
answer the question. What would you do to a Boko Haram terrorist?
You would do the same thing that the United States.
If you have ever met a group of people, if you have ever met a group of people who cannot unlearn, is the Africans who were taken as slaves to America.
Let me add
if you meet them, you will hate them. I hate black friends in America because they can't reason. They are angry about 300 or 400 years old events. And that they can never change their mind on anything.
Let me educate you. Now let me use certain words. Let me educate you.
Bro, Victor, you need to be angry at Tinubu.
Yeah. Now humans.
Yeah, that's none of your business. What's Tinubu done to you?
You need to be angry at him. Poor governance.
Listen.
For what? What poor governance?
All the Nigerian leaders, poor governance. Yeah, you need to be angry at them. You know what I'm saying? Be angry at them. Poor governance.
Before I go chop, Master Chief, now these people go Cuba us for Africa. You see all these people, they do space. Let me educate you. Let me tell you. Now them go Cuba us. I've said one thing. History is written by the man with the biggest gun. If you don't have the biggest gun, you can never dictate history and you will never write history. America will write the history of what happened yesterday in Venezuela. They will tell you in history that, oh, Maduro was a bad guy. He killed his people and America came to save the Venezuelan people. That is life. And if you don't know that by now, you are still a baby. If you want to control the world, go and get yourself a fucking big ass gun. When you have a big ass gun, everybody will be scared of you. You will write history. You will be the best guy in the world. So when you come here and you criticize America, oh, America this, oh, America that. But your people, they rush to find American visa. Majority of you that are doing Pan-Africanism, you're either in America or you're in the UK. You will never move to China. You will never move to Russia, or you will stay in the Western Hemisphere and you'll be insulting the Western. Shit makes no fuck. You guys are the most dullest people I've ever seen in my life. Now I can understand why Master Chief was actually angry. As in the way I'm getting angry, I'm like, you guys live in a Western country, but you keep on saying, oh, the Western country is bad. They hate Africa. Then what the fuck are you doing in their country? Why don't you move to fucking Saudi Arabia or China where they can cut your hand? But oh, the Western country is bad. I beg, leave America where they do what they do. Where they do them. Because I know if Nigeria was the one that had nuclear weapon and everything, Nigeria thought everybody to slave for the whole world. Safe. So I beg, me not carrying a Pan-Africanism. I don't go chop.
I tell you,
Anyway,
I got you.
Africa, Ayo, Ubuntu. I don't tire. I swear to God. Ubuntu. I don't tire. Like, if anybody wants to, I'm just looking at it like those people that want, like my normal co-host, nobody there. I don't tire. I won't just give person co-host. Go. I want to go out to go and buy my food. I'm hungry. I'm tired. I'm stressed out. Ubuntu. Jeff, you don't sleep. He has tried. He was here all night.
The cocaine keeping Ayo up.
I beg you. Me had a good job. If you find another person, I don't engage this really. If I engage them,
I don't tire. I'm tired of talking.
I go best for them. And the reason why I just look there, say these people, they are not people that are willing to reason. They are not willing to look at life for what life is. They have a picture in their head. Like, there's no winning. Honestly, there's really no winning with them.
Honestly. Man, guys, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be rude. Or Josh, I don't know, Josh, would you want to be a co-host? Because I know that like people are here and they want to keep the space on. But for me personally, I'm tired. So maybe you can just co-host and Ayo goes to eat me. I'm going to get something to eat, I beg. Please, I'm tired. So Josh, if Josh is going to accept the co-host, then we can keep the space running. But if he doesn't, then we'll just end it. Then we'll meet again, hopefully, next weekend. Ubuntu, my brothers. Ubuntu. Josh, I don't think he wants to be co-host. So.
You should go rest. Let's go rest. You know what I'm saying? All the false information, disinformation. You should rest. You know what I'm saying? It's good for you.
I mean, you can throw the co-hosts to other folks out here. We can keep
Okay.
it.
Can I have my take? I've been on here for a while.
I'm not going to give my co-host.
Go rest, man. Let's go rest. Let's go rest. Don't worry, go rest. Go rest. You know what I'm saying? Ayo, that cocaine, drink some water. You know what I'm saying? Ayo, the cocaine is bad for you. Keep you up all night.
Can you imagine? Ghana keeps tens of thousands of Nigerians, and you have folks there talking about we don't like Pan-Africanism, and Ghana accept everybody. See, these folks are the folks that make it hard for other Africans.
I bet, right? Josh, do you want to be
co-host? Let's go on. Close the space. Let's close the space. Close the space. Close the space now. Close the space. Let's rest. It's Sunday. Rest. Go and enjoy life.
No big T, big GT or what?
These Pan-African people, they're like roaches. They're like cockroaches. I hate people not tired.
AY.
Now why did they recruit them from all these countries? Don't worry, so you go talk next now. So you be my brother, you're from Nigeria.
As in, this guy, I hope you graduated with a first class, so Khalifa, because if I'm your parents and I see that the only thing you came back from university from last year is Pan-Africanism, I go vet, so I swear.
See, Master Chief, if I tell you the history where I don't read, See, I'm very really deep in reading and all these things.
Ayo, you are spot on when you said that you have to have a big gun. Please let me ask them, why haven't America attacked North Korea? Please, that guy is brutal. America is always respectful. You saw Trump going there, shaking the guy, acting like this is my brother. You know, I will handle you differently. Why? Why?
Human beings are animals. We have animal instincts. Civilization just made us leave our animal instincts in the backseat, but it's always there. Like, bro. Ubuntu, okay, I'll bring you up, Khalifa. Ubuntu. If you do anyhow again, I will leave my food and drop you.
Let's go rest. Both of you go rest. You know what I'm saying? Let's go rest. Chop some water, some ebe with some pepper. You know what I'm saying? Some mackerel as well. It's good for you. Omega-3.
Yeah, so
you know what I'm saying?
guys go eat because lack of food affects the brain power and your ability to
Why are you not controlling the space now? Why are you letting these GT guys talk?
Yo, they shut up, man.
Listen. When you don't eat and you don't eat all the
exactly when you don't eat and you don't have light, you have to complain. Your brain go hungry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and your brain can't function
properly. Why are you letting these guys talk now? When I go talk, because they don't just talk rubbish.
Well,
we're just responding to the host. You know what I'm saying?
You come to sing a chorus, all right?
Apaya, I want to bring something to your attention. See the people that caught
Go on, Khalifa. Go on, Khalifa.
They've dropped us. Give us some knowledge. They have blocked us. They have punished.
All right. Let's bring coordination back to this space. A new sheriff is in town. Okay, so if you want to speak, you will raise your hands up. We will listen to your opinion. Even though we don't accept it, but this is democracy. So everybody's opinion is fair. So I think roll call. I don't know, Ayo. I think I saw. Is he Chief?
No. It's Eidoso that was good.
Oh, Eidoso. Okay. After Eidoso, who is going next?
It can be anybody after Eidoso.
Oh, anybody at my discretion. Yeah.
Apart from Apia, Big GT, those two guys are terrorists from our side chick country in Ghana. Don't take them.
Okay. They want to come and argue jollof rice is better than.
Okay. The only thing that's what they bring to the table, jollof rice.
No, Aya, do you know they purposely made us forget that we were asking them about their American post. That their base, they've Yeah, it's a post. It's not a US base, it's a post. You know?
Go get American base. No wonder they don't get for visa ban.
They didn't say we don't forget. We didn't forget that, guys. Appear at Big GT. We didn't forget that.
Listen, have you guys seen
when you read the papers yourself? When you read the papers yourself, you got confused between a base and a post. You know what I'm saying?
Look, Ghana,
are you regulating this space at all?
Me, I will drop you to the listener section like a bad habit. This is 6 a.m. here. It's Sunday morning. I'm peaceful in my room. I'm not eating. I want quiet. Please don't raise my blood pressure this morning. If you raise my blood pressure, I will send you to the gulag. Raise your hand.
You're in America. You're in America.
Waiting concern you. If I did Yankee or I did South Korea, what's your business? Thank you. Ayo has named the person that would speak. Please, that person has the mic. I can't remember the name. Don't stress me. You stress me too much, I send you down.
I thought we were talking to everybody in Nigeria right now. So sorry.
No,
sorry,
bro.
sorry
Big T, can you respect yourself, my bro? Now.
This is the last warning. If you unmute your mic again, me, I am Trump. I'll go and promote you from the space straight away. I don't have time. All right. Try it and see. Fuck around and find out. Who are you mentioned that time? You have the mic. Unmute your mic, please.
Thank you. Finally. Why are you letting that guy just disturb the space? If you guys bring him down, and waiting they talk.
Make your fucking point and move on.
Me, nobody is a Pan-Africanist. I'm not a Pan-Africanist, okay? That's not what the conversation here is about. Pan-Africanism, is an ideology. It is not pragmatic, okay? I would like to use Nigeria as an example. Nigeria is forceful Pan-Africanism. I want these Pan-Africanists to listen today. because they've been talking about Pan-Africanism, open borders. We don't have good intentions for each other. You said it. Was it AY? Humans fight, we compete for land, resource, all of these things, so that we can survive. There we are having people talking about open borders when even within our nation, we are still competing with each other. Ethnic, economic competition, land, resources, influence. And I like to use Nigeria as an example of forceful Pan-Africanism. He was mentioning Boko Haram. Oh, some people are supporting Boko Haram. Of course they're supporting Boko Haram because there is an ideological, war or whatever. There's an ideological battle going on. You have nations that are not really close to the coast and they don't want to be landlocked. So it is in their interest, okay, to create a forceful, unity, some sort of, forceful nation by all means. Till today, Nigeria is yet to find a structure that is viable. You hear from Ghana, a very minuscule country compared to Nigeria, is having strong opinions.
It works, my guy.
Okay, listen, everything is an opinion. Nigeria works way better than Ghana. Is only what's the old what's it called? The old geography of Ghana. So you can hold on to your sentiment, but do not talk about the Nigerian president. We are miles apart. Not especially the current president. He's not your mate. You Pan-Africanists, all of you Pan-Africanists, I'm not here, you guys cannot be in America and be shouting Pan-Africanism when we're not even united within each other. So what are you guys talking about? I'm more particular about Nigeria and why we're not talking about restructuring Nigeria to create a just system. You guys were talking about all of these ideological people back in the in the West, or your Cameroon Nkrumah and all of that. None of you actually spoke about one guy that actually got it right with his own political philosophy and system. Everybody's avoiding that for strategic reason. And I know why. The guy on my DP. The solution has been there to Nigeria's issue, but everybody is ignoring it. Why? Because of interest. Some of us are insecure. We are economically dependent on each other. You're telling us we have to forcefully create a united nation because we don't want to be economically dependent on you. But we're not talking about that. Some people are coming here to talk about Pan-Africanism, ideologies that has obviously failed, not once, not twice, showed that it's not even going to work. So why are we pontificating about things like that? Nigeria is key. When AY Master Chef, you guys were gagging those boys, that Sha boy, he was telling you something about Nigeria being a key nation. Why strategically the West would not want it to. You guys are saying that. Say two truths cannot coexist in it. Two truths can coexist. Yes, internally we have vested leaders who are selfish with their own self-interest, and also there is colonial influence, outside influence, because it is in everybody's interest to keep it poor so that we can all everybody can we can all just bully each other and just take your resources as we like. Please tell me if in a structured Nigeria where you guys have integrity, it's not unstable, will America come and meet you and tell you or anything? No. So of course it is in their vested interest to keep you destabilized.
Carry on. You have 2 more minutes to go. Carry on.
So yes, I'm not, the Pan-Africanist, you guys are shouting Pan-Africanism. That's not what this conversation should be about. 2, I'm more specific about Nigeria and why we're not talking about the current structure that Nigeria is practicing. And people that are telling me about the president, you are not reading anything. What do you know about Nigeria that you're telling us the president doesn't know what he's doing? You that your president, even your president is relative to us in Nigeria. He knows not to talk rubbish about the current Nigerian president.
Otherwise, we're just going to remove him straight away.
We'll remove him.
Blood, stop talking. You're big for nothing nation, can't remove.
You see that your brother is no longer on this space. He has been removed. You see,
you think I stand with anybody? You think I need?
Nobody protested against his removal. He's like the Venezuela president. I just walked in, removed him quietly. You'll be next.
I am against his removal, but I don't want you to remove me too, because you are a dictator and a terrorist.
Okay, it seems you want to follow him, Abi. You are the other person that is producing cocaine. Yeah, the one I want to follow next. I'm watching. Okay, fuck around and find out. Who is the person even speaking again? Iedosi, or did I get that correctly? Kindly continue. You have 1 more minute. I'm enjoying what you're saying. Please tell us how we can go and carry those Ghanaian presidents and uproot him out quietly. Nobody will say anything. We all can move on. Thank you. Once you finish, I think Big GT, seems you are agitated, you want to bite him, so I'll let you have a bite of him. Okay, all right, let's keep it on.
Thank you, George.
Please, I've been here, co-host. I've been here. They should also call me. Thank you.
Your prayer has been noted. We will think about it and we will move forward.
Can I ask him a question when he's done? Please, I beg.
You want to ask a question? Oh my God. Okay, because you're a lady, I like your voice. Your voice sounds very. Well, you are. You sound very quiet. But yeah, let's carry on. My young man, Eyidoso, do you want to receive questions or you don't? Thumbs up, thumbs down.
Okay. Yeah, I don't mind receiving questions. But I've finished my take.
All right. So I'll give you the beautiful lady to engage it and go back and forth for like another 3 minutes. Carry on, please.
He does not have a
shout to Indigo. Hello, Indigo.
Okay. Hi guys. I'm sorry. How do you pronounce your name? Dosi, right?
Eidosho.
Dosi. Oh, lovely name. Okay. So my question is, the person that's in your background, like your cover photo, can you tell me who that is and what's who is that? Because you spoke against Pan-Africanism, but I
his
believe
plan was, what his plan was.
That's why I was waiting for my turn. Indigo.
Big GT,
don't ask him that question, please. I was waiting for my turn because he posted Awolowo and he's speaking against Pan-Africanism.
Pan-Africanism, and the person that you advocate for was a strong Pan-Africanism. He was even at the 5th Pan-African Convention in Manchester, and also he was a Pan-Africanism. You can be a Pan-Africanism and still fight for federalism or ethnic nationalism within your own region, within your own country. I don't understand why. I feel like you guys listen to people who come online. Okay, Ayo, I don't think you have an issue with Pan-Africanism.
People like Ayo that models up their brain with insults.
Am I not allowed to talk?
Sorry. A brilliant lady is talking at the moment. Her voice is calming my soul down. I told you, this is in the morning. I want to be at peace. She came soft, quiet, and calm. You will not interrupt her. The only person who is allowed to engage her is Eideso. That's the only person. If I hear your voice, you are down. I will remove you like they remove the president of Venezuela. Straight away, no noise. And we move on. Thank you.
I feel like sometimes people are against ideologies because of people. Because people, like, I get that, some people in this space has bastardized the idea of Pan-Africanism. But that does not mean you have to be against it. Please go and read and do your research. Because the same person that you're advocating for, the same person that you probably look up to and champion was a Pan-African. And also, Pan-Africanism evolved. I think maybe you're against the evolution of Pan-Africanism because I know at that time he was advocating for the independence of other African countries, which is a Pan-African tenet. He was doing a lot of things aligned with Pan-Africanism. Maybe you can be a critic of Pan-Africanism, but please, I beg, read and understand what actually Pan-Africanism is, so you can actually have like a solid critique. You cannot just say, and then also, yes, most people who are Pan-Africanism are in the West because we realize what white supremacy is. I'm sorry, but it's hard to
actually be against white supremacy if you live in a 100% or 99 or 98% nation that is one race. You're going to be more likely to be anti-tribalist and all those anti-other things. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm not staying on the speaker section for long. Oh, you people like to argue too much.
Indigo.
I asked you a question. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I asked you who is the person. It was
that
tyrant Khalifa
that
that interrupted the whole conversation. You just interrupt. Now we can't even.
No, I was speaking about Awolowo the other time and they dropped me. So I was like really pained when I saw somebody with Awolowo's DP shitting on Pan-Africanism because I was reading about Awo and Kwame Nkrumah when they dropped.
But this was meant to be about me and
last warning. Looks as if that's Khalifa. Khalifa, I beg, no raise my blood pressure this morning. What's it called? Show, please respond. Now let two of them give me now engage. So two of you can go back and forward. Please carry on. After both of them, Big GT, you have the mic. Thank you. Then after that, we'll move to Ninja Business Podcasts. Your prayer has been answered. Continue.
My question is, why would you be an advocate of someone that was a Pan-African, but then shit on Pan-Africanism?
That's the question. We've heard it now. Let the man answer the question.
Clearly he did not hear the question because he said I was giving a submission.
You gave a submission.
No, I was the one who said you were making a submission, not him.
Off your mic, please.
Then why, Jesus, why are you interjecting in a conversation that does not? You know what?
Show, do you want to give the mic to Tony to respond to you, or do you want to carry on?
But yeah, I mean, I want to carry on because she's asking me about the guy in the picture, and she's talking about he was a Pan-Africanist. A lot of things happened, and I've read, asking me about who the guy is, why, if I know about him, that's very, very insulting to my intelligence. Now, like Victor said, or whoever that guy was, he said many of these guys were adopting political philosophies. Many had to adjust based on their reality. Many of them did adopt Pan-Africanism. But at some point, they started to realize how, is it practical? So, like you said, you can't advocate for ethnic interest and also advocate for United Africa.
I said you can. The person that you represent is a prime example of it. He advocated for federalism within Nigeria while still advocating for a decolonization of Africa, which is a Pan-African tendency.
What's that got to do? Okay, so how does that affect self-interest and actually
he thought the best way to run Nigeria because of its diversity is to have basically ethnic federalization, right? And that's what's currently going on kind of within the different regions in Nigeria. And it works perfectly because everybody is where they are. It's not like a country where Senegal, where everybody moves and lives in different areas. So it'd be hard to advocate for that because people are transitioning from one area to the next. People are not staying in one area.
You don't want to hear my take.
No. I want to. Tony. I want to hear your opinion because you cannot sit here and advocate for someone that pushes for champion someone that is a Pan-Africanism.
Well, Indigo, let me engage you a little bit. Don't you think the best way for us to achieve Pan-Africanism is for every African country to have a proper structure? If we could get ourselves out of our shithole that we find ourselves, get a structure in place properly, and that would enable us to have even a more synergy among each other. Because right now,
can I hijack that question, please?
No, you cannot. Sorry.
Khalifa, every day you insult my intelligence, and you're supposed to be my husband. What can be this?
Sorry, baby girl. I just love the
Khalifa
question.
Gets crush. Interesting. All right, that's nice. Nice to know. But Indigo, you can carry on.
Are we in enemy's territory? I don't understand. What can be this? What are you?
Obviously, we're in enemy's territory. Do you know how many times they've dropped me here? Because Pan-Africanists are supposed to be patient. That's what I've seen.
And also, when you mention anything about my voice, there's this person, Attacker. He's going to say I manipulate people with my voice. So please don't ever say anything of such sort. Well, this guy.
Listen, we're not advocating for simps over here, man. Let's talk. Let's have this conversation. because you just asked me, okay, just because I put a picture of someone on my DP, yeah, and I read about some of the political philosophies that they chose to adopt.
All right, let's move this converssion. Let's keep this going.
No, I'm not going to move on now. What is this life about? Don't
okay, carry on.
To adjust. This is what this is about. You are telling me to continue that archaic mentality that even if he was alive, he would have probably readjusted his views.
Awolowo would never readjust it, and Awolowo explained
what you're talking about.
You know Awolowo. That's why you are saying some of the things you are saying. You don't show.
We don't have the same
clear and straightforward.
We don't have the same interest. You cannot advocate for people
Yoruba ideology,
your value.
We also what
Mr. Tony, wait. Awolowo was a Yoruba nationalist, and Awolowo is a mentor to someone like me, and I'm very sure a lot of other people. But Awolowo was also very, very particular about Africa. Let me tell you something that you don't understand.
Particular about Africa is not Pan-Africanism. What are you talking about?
Awolowo did what, Mr. Tony.
Because they colonized me and I don't like it does not mean
that's not what Awolowo's point was. I'm very sorry.
Pan-Africanism. It's not that I do not want people to colonize Africa. That is not what Pan-Africanism means. Don't you people
That is not what Awolowo was saying. No, Mr. Tony, you are mixing up things. Awolowo was not saying it. No. I can give you an instance. One of the reasons why Awolowo, wait a minute, sir. Awolowo was not arguing that, he just wants Africans to be free and that's all. No. He even said it. One of the most passionate things that Awolowo wanted in a way was redrawn borders. Because our borders are not our borders. And that's one of the things I tell people, that Pan-Africanism doesn't mean that, you have to embrace everybody and everybody will just swipe, stroll in and stroll out and all.
We're not that, bro. Pan-Africanism is economic interest.
Can someone answer the question for me quickly?
It's not you that will tell us what Pan-Africanism. You don't tell us that.
I just want to know how we join the borders.
You know what Pan-Africanism is? Why are you now arguing against it when Awolowo spoke for it?
To adjust to reality.
No, because you are confused. It's not about adjusting. You have allowed that you're confused you today with propaganda and brainwashing and abuse. You are scared because they've insult Pan-Africanists here today, and you don't want to stand for what your mentors stood for.
What are you talking about?
Is why.
I have my own views. I like
if you have your views, then remove Awolowo from your DP.
I will readjust those political philosophies. That's
not achieve what Awolowo achieved. Because Awolowo was not a man that moved with emotions or moved with that. People will abuse me here. Let me quickly hide my feelings.
You are not moving with.
He had to get an education.
Did he not send himself to school first?
Yes, he had to even take a loan to get an education abroad.
What did you say?
He even had to take a loan to get an education abroad.
He needed to fix himself.